But this national team has lost 6 games in a row before this game.
Yeah.
Baba Rahman wasn't there. But we're losing. So all of a sudden we draw this one game because they dribble past him and cross. It is all Baba Rahman's fault. It can't be.
However you look at it, as a left back, down the line is a no-go area for any winger. Let the person chop you inside. Let the person cut infield. Let the person.
Hey, Charlie, I true fool.
Most of the players in the positions where you go feel play, no. One, some of them get injury issues. You go with a very good quality, so you go play games, and you won't enter the French national team. That's why you dog Portugal. If you PSG French player, where you deliver, it be your easiest passage to the French national
What positions he did play?
Kupi.
across
the front, you go feel
Exactly. So Dembele, Kvaratskhelia. Bakola save the tap.
Wait. When they have to make a substitution,
ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Malango Podcast by
Where have had to finish the game.
Go Arsenal. Go play.
Can I
That
introduce my show?
That's if Ateta will make you play.
If PSG
You go
wants him,
play.
That's if Ateta will let you
PSG wants him, it also means Bakola is leaving.
Go play.
Is it?
If PSG wants him, it also means Bakola is leaving.
Ramos is leaving. Lee Cain is leaving.
Opportunities go there.
So I'm not sure it is. It be sports with the talk, no be girls.
All right, welcome
Does
back to
Malango
Malango
watch
Podcast.
this?
I've advised my player.
Welcome back to Malango Podcast by Betway. Fentuo Tahiru Fentuo here, Danny K,
Pepinho,
Philip Achiri, and Victor Achu Tamaklu. Guys,
Charlie, look like Pep this evening.
I know, right? Guys, watch. You see this speed? That's Pepinho. You zoom in, show that people there.
Pepinho.
This is the 10th anniversary
Puma
collection, Puma collection that they did for Pep Guardiola.
The goodbye.
So it
Bro, it won't be original from
straight from shop.
Limited
it
edition.
comes in t-shirts, hoodies, sneakers. Like you have guys go and look for the Pep.
So as in the rain that you make happy.
Oh yeah.
See how
Is it
far-
what?
As in the rain that you make happy.
Say I go where?
Yeah.
Wait, watch here.
Decade
This one,
of
it says what?
decade. Yeah.
Decade.
Pep Guardiola with the Man City. This one.
Yes.
Why be nice?
Very nice.
Cheleba,
Man City logo.
Pep be crazy.
If my friend view it, buy give me home. It be free.
Pep be different.
Hey.
Then your friend is
Of
rich.
course, he be
It
free.
be free.
Of course, he be
Where
free.
is ship and can't wait?
Charlie.
Where is ship Man City jersey ad though?
Oh,
The
nice.
new one where they customize and
But you know, I like the new the color gradients. The
number
home
8.
one from it moved from blue into some white.
Bros,
The new one.
The new one.
boss.
Then when I'm
No,
They went for the final day. They went for the final day.
The final day.
They
Yeah.
went for the final day.
Yeah, they
Mr.
do.
Seller, where he add that one. So I get 2.
It'd
So
be
you
very
get
nice.
City jersey then.
I get
This one.
City jersey where the number 8 where the right.
Miss, if I get Arsenal jersey straight from shop.
Ooh.
Yeah, the right are far for the back.
Oh!
Yeah. I forgot correct them.
You show me the
Yeah.
video.
After the print
The
them.
version they customize.
Yeah. After the print them with it.
You know what? You know what if I do? Like you do for customize some t-shirt. Say I'm far.
No, that's it for
we missed
patent
the chance,
them.
Sicho.
No, I said no.
No, we missed the chance.
No,
this chance.
No.
It will always be relevant. It will always be relevant.
Where
See
I'm
the
like
guy-
the final 6 weeks.
No, you see the guy where he bring you some shirts, then you do some lines. Ask you about
that guy,
himself.
yeah.
Yeah, but I won't make you do some tad and pa for me.
Yeah.
Say
Because we know, luckily we be blessed with some gifts on social media. Any wedding we touch, it explode. Eyi, ta, ba, say I'm far some way. Right now,
Because
after
they say I'm far,
like 4 months ago, or maybe like the whole year. If I see something will be financially right, very interesting. I see people they catch up with them. They're small thing, quick. You know, so.
I actually feel like
Pepinho like this. Pepinho.
But they say I'm fine. That would have been like the last 3 weeks, you know. That's how we commented that again.
Everybody they wear.
Every day we go, you where go?
Say I'm far.
Like inescapable.
No, you see, you know, say
all the time.
the day I drop him. It wasn't like it was something I thought about. But
just flew, yeah.
After you had booking up, you know, like it be there. I saw
The Brentford.
Brentford.
So I fire
as you
must
fire
have
finish,
yeah.
we had to say, oh, Me, there are still the things say Arsenal go win the league. Go to trust City, but say I'm far.
We go there here.
Hey, just pick. It just pick.
But that's it. Worry me. I don't go lie.
Guys. Guys, welcome to the show. Today we are going to look at Carlos Queiroz's first game in charge. We know our final team now for the World Cup, the 26 men to do battle. Obviously not different from the 28-man squad, which was thoroughly debated here last week in my absence. Threatened to spill over several times.
Fent, before when you said the 26-man squad. Today is what? Okay. Tuesday. Coach woke me up with a call.
He sent you the video.
He has sent me some video.
If you call me,
I should go and watch the video. Charlie, look at him. Coach.
I call you.
He called me. He called me.
With the same video.
He sent to me.
No, somebody to send him the video.
Say somebody said that. He said, I sent you video for WhatsApp.
Everybody for
Go watch am ready. No, go watch the
He
video
sent to
ready.
me. He sent to me. No, I open no. I open the video. The video can't play no way. He call me. He sent me so yes. Oh, coach, the things now they come. Go and watch and call me back.
Go watch it and call me back.
For the benefit of the people watching, what is in the video?
Oh, so it's Derek Lucas. A cross came in. Very low cross. You would think Lucasen will clear it with his foot.
No.
Lucasen did like this.
He the head them up for the ground.
Really? You do what?
That was after they called Lucasen.
He did twerk. Charlie, when the ball pass on the way they score, I call coach back. He said, you see the video? I said, yeah. He said, we'll be solid defender. He said, wonderful defender. Solid guy. Before take and go to work, I'll be solid defender.
Coach, you don't go make anybody rest.
Lucas, Charlie, coach worry. Coach
Even after the game. Anyway, so coach couldn't be here because of other engagements. But anyway, so guys, we've seen the first game under Carlos Queiroz. I'll ask you guys, what your impressions of the actual game is before we go into details of like some of the players, some of the performances, and what insights that should give us about possibly who our best starting lineups will be, combinations. I mean, we tried to do something like that on another show before. But after, I think now it will be very interesting to see how everything will look like going forward. Now that they've actually played and we've had the chance to see several players and all of that. And whether that will also change your mind about your impressions about certain players. Because I think also during last week's episode, you guys debated thoroughly about why some people should be there, why certain people shouldn't be there. Some players were more head-splitting than others. But after watching them in action, I don't know whether your opinions remain the same. So, actually, this time I'll come to you and start from you. I usually like to end with you, but today I'll start with you. Your general impressions of this game, first match under Carlos Queiroz.
The first half was, let me say that I like the game. I like the entire 90 minutes. Because I knew the circumstances that Carlos Queiroz took the job in. You cannot, after 4 days of training sessions where you even had the full complement of your team for 2 days, in fact, for 1 day, because the full complement would have been on Sunday. Partey reported on Saturday.
Yeah, so, Saturday night.
Yeah, so the full complement would have been on Sunday, Monday, then you play the game on Tuesday. That is too little a time for him to coach the team out of its bad tactical habits and instill any new set of ideas that will reflect in sustained, remarkable performance. Yeah. So that first half was very expected. And the first half was remnants of Otto Addo's regime. And it was very similar to the Germany and Austria game, so I was not surprised. Okay. What I was waiting to see was how he would approach the second half, how he would respond to Thomas Partey's performance there, how he would respond to our right wing, where we simply could not sustain possession on that side, on the left as well, and then in the central areas. And I was satisfied. I don't want to talk about the tactics too much because there's not enough body of work to criticize it or to praise it. So I'm just going to talk about the players who impressed me and the ones that I thought let us down. Marvin Senaya.
The right back.
Yes.
I thought he was very good.
See, Otuado, you worry me. And you were the one who asked him that question. You asked him about the question of the right back.
I did.
And what did he
But
say?
someone asked him. He refused to answer.
And you asked him again.
Yes.
And what
We
did
went
he say?
around after 2 or 3 questions. I went back to the same question. He said, I'm not sure at this point. And he said, and he was going to finish making the point. And he said, and to let you know, we have the database of all the Ghanaian players. And he's not sure that where we
find a
are
right
at
back.
this point, that he can magically find a right back.
Before
Mind
the
you,
World Cup.
Senaya was in camp.
yes.
Mind you, he was part of that team. When Otto made that statement, the boy was there.
he gave
And
him his
after
first
he
call
had
up.
played
He gave
him
him
for
the
like
call up.
10 minutes, because he said that during the Germany pre-match press conference. So after he had brought him on for like 10 minutes against Austria, and the guy was still part of the team. No, he had intended not to play him, and surely he didn't play him. And he came to say that Charlie said, oh no, he has seen enough. And he doesn't think we can find another right back before the World Cup. That's what he said. I was there. I asked him that question.
If there is a way to call him and sack him again, I think we need to exercise that option. Because look, this wasn't a classic John Painter or old Aman Kwame right back in the Black Stars. But there were things I was looking out for. His positional sense, how he goes into tackles, and how he communicates with the right centre back, because he's the closest player that you've got. The space or the distance between you and him. Because at all times, the shape of the team needed to be compact. And I thought he did those quite well. So defensively, I thought he was quite sound. Maybe if you have a more daring winger, you probably test him a bit more, but you can only judge him based on what he has done. And what he did, I think it was quite impressive. The only aspect that we didn't see was we sustaining attacks on the right side enough to see what he does with the ball if there is a chance to cross. Either find someone inside the penalty area or to cut it back on the edge of the area. Because each time he made that run, Fatai Isaku, for whatever reason,
He wasn't combining.
decided not to pass the ball to him. But that's not on Marvin Senaya. So I think while there is a lot of room for improvement, he has given us the indications that we should trust him. At least I don't expect that the next game is going to be better. Like we've said repeatedly, players are not plug and play. He will take time to adapt to the team. That he will have a bad game or two. At least if not for nothing at all. We saw how Alidu started, and after 4 games or so, it didn't. So I don't expect him to hit the ground running. Yeah. But that is the standard he has to. And he has to know that he will be criticized if he has a bad game. But generally, I liked him. I also like Caleb Yorenchi, another player who makes Otuado look unsure of who he is as a coach, because I don't see how you can look at that profile of midfielder in this Black Stars where we are not blessed with a ton of midfielders and say that this guy should go and play out wide when he's about our best central midfielder. Yeah. At least if you're talking about game time and what he's done in the positions that he plays. And I was impressed because when he came on, he did 2 things that brought us into the game. The first one was the legs and his presence of mind. So the legs meant that he could get up and down the pitch. So when we were building from the back, he was close enough to the defender. So unlike the first half where Partey was struggling to keep up with the game, he was always there when the defenders needed him. So that meant we could go short in our build-up and keep the ball a bit longer rather than go long each time we had the ball. Okay. And so that was something that sort of helped the defense to breathe a bit, because in the first half, it was all defending. Yeah. And so he came on, became an option for a teammate to pass the ball to, whether you are in traffic or you are just looking for an option to pass the ball. Yorenchi will be there. He picks it up, and his distribution was also decent. Mm-hmm. When we were in attack, he again had the legs to be there on time. And that's how come he even got the goal, because at the point where Brandon Asante won possession high up the pitch, he was close to Nyama. So when Nyama picked up the ball and started running, he could take up that option to go with him. And indeed he did. He kept pace, kept running. When Nyama got the shot off, he still kept running. Goalkeeper made the save. He tried the first rebound before he scored at the second time of asking. I would want to see him start. And I'll come to the party angle, but I would want to see him start because he needs to get used to the responsibility of being the main guy in our midfield. We shouldn't wait for Partey to completely go past the sell-by date.
So you don't think that it should be an either-or situation? It should be, if
From
anything
here-
at all, he should be the first name.
From here- no,
so
no, no.
anybody else can.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because look, in national team football, there is not enough time for you to coach all of your ideas into the players to the point where you have the luxury of saying that, oh, you don't worry. This is my way of coaching. And so these are the players that I want to work with. Even if he's the best player, he doesn't find a way or a strategy that accommodates the best players. Mm-hmm. And in this moment, he's our best central midfielder. And for me, he has to start.
Yeah.
Because he's got the legs, he's got a certain intensity that Partey simply does not have at the moment.
Yeah. Michael said, Essien famously said that when he watches Yenchi, it reminds him of
himself. Yes. So
that is top compliment.
exactly. So, and if you look at the games we're going to play, the two games we've seen of Panama, you can't take someone who is at 70 or 60% to that game. They will skin you alive.
Yeah,
They may not win you.
fit,
They may not win the game 5-0 or 4-0, but they can play out a goalless draw with you or a 1-1, and you don't need that result in a game like that. And so I would start Caleb Yorenchi in our subsequent games. So Marvin Sanaya excited me. Yorenchi also did well. I think Jonas Ajete also needed a game like that. After committing or conceding consecutive penalties in the games against Austria and Germany, he needed a performance that will embolden the coach to pick him the next time, but also make the fans feel, okay, this guy might have something.
Right.
I'm still not convinced because I think that this has to be a performance we see it repeatedly, right? This and better. And even in the same game that we say he did well, that goal that happened because he switched off. He went to sleep. The cross that came in, he went to sleep. You can have a conversation about Baba Rahman and I'll talk about that, but he switched off at the vital moment and then the ball went in.
Ooh.
But
I've watched
Jonas
that goal
Ajete,
multiple times, and you see it's really it's a sequence of things that went wrong, as it is with most goals, to be honest. It's not just a one person problem.
well, of course,
Exactly.
but I'm saying that
Because
his part.
if you look at the positioning, even Momin was out of position. That's why when challenged for the ball was way above him.
But someone needed to take control of that.
And just seconds before that, he had sprinted upfield, lost the ball, and sprinted all the way back. So he was already
tired
gassed
and then he lost it. So I think there is room for him to improve there. So he, Yorenchi, Senaya, and Myanmar.
Nyama.
Yes. It was a refreshing break from what Fatah was doing in that first half. The pace, the directness, and the quality of the decision making, I liked it. I did not expect that because usually, and I explained this last week, for someone who's coming off an ACL, there were genuine concerns. And for players who rely a lot on explosiveness, their close control, and the confidence to take on players with those skill sets, ACL is a game changer. It can knock your confidence out because if you don't feel as sharp enough, if you don't feel that burst in your legs again to take on players, it can change your game. Players who in the past, Chelsea's Callum Hudson-Odoi is a prime example.
Of course.
He had one of those injuries and then he's never been the same again. And that's why I said that I wanted to see him play more games before a tournament like this, before inviting him. And I would still not advise him to be started. Even against Panama, I would wait it out and see in the second half, maybe bring him on in the final 20 minutes or so, but he justified the decision to start him. Again, on that bit, his performance and the fact that he probably was ready for that 20 minutes or 30 is the reason why you always have to explain your call-ups as a coach.
Yeah.
Because we don't have the benefit of information that you have. So we will ask the questions, why are you making this call when this player has only played 32 minutes? And that's why everywhere in the world, managers make that decision. When Thomas Tuchel decided to pick John Stones for this tournament, he's explained it.
Yeah.
You may not agree with it, and we won't always accept or agree with the explanation that you give.
Yeah.
But we'll accord you the respect of respecting that view and the fact that you are the man in charge, but ultimately you'll be held responsible. But we didn't get any explanation like that for why he was selected. The same for Abdul Momin. Clearly, there has been medical correspondence, because if these boys are not even ready to play and the coach feels them, you would have problems with the clubs that they play for. So I'm sure that they must have medical correspondence with the two clubs that would have allowed, or the two of them will have a gentleman's agreement that, okay, this guy is ready for 15
as
minutes.
for a club like Valkano, they don't need the FIFA money. They don't get money.
He's out of contract.
Yes.
Momin.
Oh,
Wow.
it's going into the next season as a free agent.
Yeah, so it's a free agent.
No, but they'll still get the money.
What money? No, the point we're making is like
Don't get the money.
No, he's on their books.
No, he's out of contract. So why are they paying?
No, he's talking about transfer, not what.
No, I'm not talking about
the
transfer.
FIFA money.
FIFA money transfer.
FIFA.
the one that the one they put out, the one they want to put out.
I think he's on contract till June.
June 30.
So
June
June
30,
30.
yes.
So
Get the
after that, where will the money go?
After that, the money will go to women.
Oh, no. After that, the woman have to make any
Go to
payments too.
Valkano.
He's not in
That's at
contract.
the time the competition started. He was attached to them.
Yeah, exactly. So
So if anything happens,
Okay, so they'll calculate from the...
they
Okay.
will still pay whatever.
Yeah.
If like he had where he left Ghana camp, where will he go?
So
It's not
the
Valkano.
money is supposed to be to compensate the club for the time their player is away.
yeah,
his
because they will be
contract
paying him
And
whilst he's at the World
so
Cup.
if after June, there's no risk for the club, because if he's injured, it's not the club's responsibility. Why should FIFA be paying compensation to
they'll
the
still
club?
take the money.
But usually the convention has been that...
Contract expires June 30.
June 3rd.
30.
By that time,
June 27.
by that time, not quick. Where do you? Yeah, what's the
Our final group game is on June 27th. Our final group game is on June 27th. Oh, then... Then...
Fancy.
They had it.
What?
As you say, our final group game is. Fancy talks say our final game is on. You say make no add the group game like in the group.
Oh, they had it.
I said that.
That's what we talk.
They had microphones. Did I say that?
That's what
It
you
will be our final group
They
game.
had you. They had
But it's our final group game.
What
Did I say that we should remove group?
What are
Me,
June
I
27?
said you should remove.
Okay, what's happening?
What
on
is
June
what is
27?
happening on June?
By that time, what's the June?
What's happening on June 27?
June 27. We'll play against Croatia.
So
And you said by that time.
And his contract expires June 30.
Yeah, so
So the conversation is inconsequential to them.
Why?
why?
because
Why would the final be played on June? Would the final be played on June 29?
I shock.
Is this a weekend?
Would the final be played on June 29?
I shock.
Ebedru ono. Maybe the other say Ebedru ono. Never Balkano aje o music.
That be via a crane. That be via a crane.
Yeah, great.
Via a crane.
So,
You don't have faith.
Balkano, anything beyond June 30, no.
And
And anything beyond June 27, no.
And vamos. We don't have it. But yeah, so it will be nice. Look, this administration, they started with Siki. They were doing presses for every collapse for him to explain.
were.
Crystal Paris.
Yes.
The famous Christian Paris press
Not every
conference
Paris, yes.
was just before COVID.
It wasn't every collab.
Yeah, it was just.
No, he
before.
started.
It was the first one
It
and
wasn't
detailed
doing
of
press
first
for
one.
all, but he was explaining all, even some of it as publication. You remember?
Yeah,
They would do-
They will explain. Yeah,
They
that's
will
true.
explain
You see,
the reason for each collab.
they started and they stopped. They need to go
They
back
did.
to that.
They did.
And take away the speculation bits around national team collapse. So those were the players that excited me. There are those who, some disappointed, some also made performances that should force certain decisions. Thomas Partey is number one.
All right.
That first half was a painful watch. And it's not his fault. He hasn't played enough minutes. And so he doesn't have that much sharpness and the intensity to cover the ground, get up and down the pitch. So he sees the danger. He knows where to be, but the body doesn't get there on time. And that's why he arrives there late and he's committing fouls. What happened in that first half? If it's a competitive game in the World Cup, straight, red card. Because the referees will not be as charitable.
Oh, we saw it in Champions League final. Mosquera was supposed to get a record. They didn't give him. So maybe we'll be lucky. Or Danny.
You see,
talk your team while you answer.
Nonetheless, it
You
was
talk
a
your team while they
reckless-
hold them. Yes.
but it was
No, I
because
didn't red card. Two yellow card offense.
he's just not in the shape. And even when he had the ball,
Oh, Danny.
it looked like Partey's inventiveness had deserted him.
Yeah, his passing wasn't good.
Yeah, and it was strange to see. I'll give him the grace and say that this is not the end of him. He still has things to contribute to this team, but we cannot put the progress of this team on hold. And that's why I would say drop him. Drop him to the bench.
You are for dropping Partey.
Drop Thomas
Are
Partey.
you talking in subsequent build-up games, or you mean when we line up against Panama?
Yes.
If
No,
it doesn't improve,
Even for the next game that we're told will be behind closed doors.
drop him.
Drop him. Let Jirenchi start. For that game, play what will be your starting 11 for the World Cup.
What would be
opener.
that starting 11 midfield with that Partey? What would that look like?
I've always said go for a midfield 3. Sibo, Jirenchi, and then Partey.
Right, you're saying now drop Partey. So what?
Yes.
What's
So you're
left?
likely to see Elisha, because the manager, for him to have started in that game.
Yeah, but you
I
also
think-
didn't mention him in your review. I'm wondering how you thought he fared.
I think he did fairly well.
Did he?
Yes. I think his distribution was okay. I wasn't bothered that a lot of the passes were into no man's land. I like the initiative because we don't always see him play this way in the Black Stars.
So let's say you have him and Jirenchi. Who is that third man?
I'll still add Sibo.
Wow, that looks like a. I mean,
Which is still very conservative, but I'm saying this knowing the coach we have. If I had my way, you'd go with Elisha or Sibo and Jirenchi, and then play Augustin Boache as your 10. But Boache hasn't trained for the first 10 days. Yes, there is still 2 weeks to go. Given what I've seen of Panama, I think it will be better to go with a midfield 3 and match them because they will test our intensity and physicality. And they are a team that has been put together for 6 years. You are not going to suddenly match them because you've been in camp for 3 weeks.
right.
So we need to be ready and up for that physical battle.
So for you, and Thomas is simply
No.
not cut
In
out
the
for that.
second half, if the game is still tied and you need a bit of invention and craft and technical ability to change the game, that is where maybe you take off one of the conservative midfielders and introduce Thomas, and then maybe take off an extra midfielder, maybe 20 or 30 minutes to go, and then you introduce Augustin Boache. Because the way I see it, he's going to go 4-2-3-1. So he probably would not do the 3 midfielders that I'm talking about. So he does Elisha and
he will have a destroyer. So he will basically have a 6 and 8.
yes, Elisha Osu and Jirenchi, and then maybe Augustin Boache, then 2 wide players. But whatever it is, the young players need to get used to responsibility early. We need to start trusting them early. They will make mistakes, but let them make the mistakes while they can still grow. Not when you have left it too late and their stocks have plummeted to the point where there's no confidence in them. There's no confidence in the team itself before you try to do that. I would like it, if it is possible, in certain game states where Jirenchi can play with Thomas Partey, good, because he will learn from him. But at this point, Partey's body cannot even get him onto the turf, or should not even get him to start for that education to take place. So I'll trust him there. There are 2 other players that I'll talk about. Charlie Abdul Fattah Usak. I genuinely believe that the guy, he has a doppelganger. There's a real one who plays at Leicester and in Europe. And then there is a fake that turns up in the Black Stars jerseys. That gives us one good game every 2 years or so. Because genuinely, how many of you watching have seen back-to-back good, strong performances from Fattah Usak in the Black Stars? He's been playing for the national team for 5 years. 5 years.
For a player of his
At
age,
what
that's
point-
a long time.
At what point do we start expecting consistency? And you see, he doesn't have the issue of Semenyo and Iñaki Williams and the other players who we like to say have not had a proper national team integration or education. He played for Starlets, played for Black Satellites, played for the Olympic team. Even the Chan team, the local Black Stars, he played there. So he had sufficient time with all of our national teams to have built the character and understood what is required to wear this jersey the right way. But when he steps onto the pitch, I just don't get it. And sometimes it's when you look at his body language, it's as if he knows he will get another chance if he makes a mistake. There's a certain nonchalance about him that I get in the Black Stars that I don't see when I watch him at Leicester. We need to start getting to the point where these boys need to start being dropped from the squad entirely.
To be fair, the competition is strong though, and you saw that.
And you see that position is not the play. Nyama is coming from ACL, but it was Fatau Isaac who looked like he was the guy with an ACL.
Interesting.
If you look at the wide options that we've got, Joseph Pintil did not come.
Yeah.
There is Nyama, there is Christopher Bonsuba plays with a certain maturity that I quite like. When he was shifted to the left side, he put in a decent shift and helped the team better than what Fatau Isako did, playing in his favorite position.
Interesting.
So someone needs to talk to him that if he gets another Black Stars call-up, he should consider that to be his last warning. Look, one of the things I don't like about our national team is the fact that there is not enough ruthlessness that greets consistent poor performances. That's how come he will keep getting call-ups. And yet, the games where he excels are far between few. The final point for me is on Babarama. I really wish he did not give us a reason to discuss him. Because the circumstance surrounding his reintegration into the national team means that there were people waiting for that mistake or for something to go wrong. Like there were people waiting to rip him apart, and he's giving them a reason. When you are brought in with 5-10 minutes to go around that time, usually the instructions are very specific. Usually you are brought into, especially for a defender, that change is to introduce some fresh legs, sharper concentration levels, because around that time, the guys they are tired. And so if you're a fullback, your job is to provide any sort of threats from those wide areas. What breaks my heart is that his looked like a half-hearted attempt to stop the cross. And that is what I cannot accept. He should have stopped that, and there can be no excuses for that. But what I have also not liked is the very dismissive analysis that Ghanaians typically have done. He can do something about it, but I don't think it's fair to be saying that because he made a mistake there, it is sufficient basis.
Because he was dribble past. That's what it was.
Then it's a sufficient basis for him not to have been invited. Then if you are going to introduce that so-called high standards, then go for Ajete again. Ajete too, because this is a third situation where he's been found wanting. 2 consecutive penalties he caused Germany, Austria. In this game, another one, he and Abdulbumi. Then you might as well. So I think that, look, yes, we're all passionate about the team, but a bit more nuance in the way we deal with things that disappoint us or mistakes that our players, because at this World Cup, there will be mistakes. We are not.
Even to be fair, on the Baba issue, I thought, yes, and you're absolutely right. So I don't want to repeat myself, that perhaps he could have done more to try to stop the cross. But as a fullback, this is always the risk. Dribbling past you by wingers happens to even the best of fullbacks in the world. I think that there's a place where people feel like he could have done a bit more, because they thought, if you watch the body language, it seemed like there was a bit of nonchalance or too niceness about his game that allowed the player to just go without consequences, if you like it, for want of a better expression. However, I just look, I've watched the sequence over and over again, and you know, it's I think it was Bonsuba that went to press.
Yeah.
They got past him, then past Baba Rahman. So that's 2 players that were dribble past, not just Baba Rahman. They don't go past Bonsuba, they don't get to Baba Rahman to get past him. So it's not as if Baba Rahman is the only one with the responsibility to stop the player. That's true. He was beaten to the cross. Yeah. Good.
After he was beaten to the cross, even spoke about that point about, and I'm yet to listen to the full text of it, but the part I got was about how sometimes she thinks the team is too nice.
Right.
and
No, he
not
said,
street
yes,
smarts.
exactly.
No, essentially suggesting they are not street smart
ruthlessness about
enough.
this thing. Yes,
Because he would have expected someone needed to commit a foul there.
exactly. So
Yeah.
I think for many,
So that is the broader issue that
yes, for many Ghanaians criticizing Baba Rahman, that's one aspect of it. But as you explained, the sequence is long, and Baba isn't the only one culpable for this error, for this goal. So pinning the blame on only him doesn't seem fair. But I think even 2 minutes before that, Baba prevented what looked like a certain goal because Ali Dusedu was beating on the far end, and the cross was whipped in. The one he chested out. I think it was
side
his stomach or was his chest or in the air, because there was a player standing right. Thank you. There was a player standing right behind him to tap it in. So that was another cross that came in from. And if he didn't defend well there, that could easily have been a goal. What am I getting at? I'm saying that I'm just speaking and agreeing with Achu to emphasize the fact that yes, these things happen. The players get dribbled past all the time. Crosses get whipped in all the time, but it's not all the time that they result in goals. In fact, I don't even think the goal rate of crosses is more than 15%. It just happened that this was a goal, and it was a costly one. Costed the team what would have been a very much needed win. But I think it's important for us to extend a certain grace. My view is that there's a reason the guy left the national team, because he said that they were abusing his family. He's come back. He's made one mistake. I don't know if they dribble past you. I don't even know whether to call it a mistake. It's not like one of those things where you pass the ball to an opponent. If they dribble past you, they dribble past you. In the first half, we're not dribbling past Gideon. I think the first 15 or 20 minutes, he was struggling against Dan James.
first 30 minutes, I think.
Thank you. He was having a hard time against Dan James. It just happened that it didn't result in a goal, so it's okay. This resulted in a goal, so I can hear and I understand why it's magnified. But I feel like sometimes this is all the fuss around this is because it's Baba Rahman. And we have to understand where we are coming from, where he's coming from. I feel like sometimes we forget the human side of things. That Baba Rahman left it. I'm not saying that we should be nice. But because obviously he's going to collect $100,000, he's going to give it to his family, he won't give me. So, also, you see, some the Ghanaian player hears you are collecting 100,000, you tell them that, they should be nice to you. Tell them some way. But I'm saying that we want the national team to do well. Baba is not perfect. But we shouldn't kill players for making errors. That's all I'm saying. That we should extend some grace. You can say that he could have defended better, as we have all stated. But I think some of the commentary is just vile. Unfair. Criticism is fair. But some of the comments I have seen, some of the things they've said about Baba Rahman, to the extent where some people even say that he's only in the national team because Keto Kruku has gone to bring him. They've forgotten that Baba Rahman made his debut in 2014. Keto Kruku came to power in 2019. Was it Ket that was putting him in the national team? It wasn't. He earned his spot in the national team. Every single minute Baba Rahman had played in. There was a time when he didn't deserve a call-up, when he was playing for Chelsea under 23 and CK called him. You remember? Everybody said...
What do you mean he didn't deserve a call-up? Who was there that CK ignored to call him? That's always...
And also,
do you remember any left back who was left out for Baba Rahman?
That was the time that we even brought people like Ebenezer Annan, because we're in search of left backs.
That's when Gideon made his debut.
Yes.
And then the Mali people skinned him alive.
Yeah,
Yes.
So for me, at the U20, when he was playing for Chelsea U23,
Yes.
and we got the call-up, I've always asked people that maybe I've forgotten, but was it a case where there was an Atakon, there was a Gideon Mensah?
There wasn't. Our point everybody's point was just that he wasn't playing first team football.
So for me, if he's playing under 9 and he's the best left back
that country has,
you call him.
and also,
So it's not where he was playing.
you know,
It's as if we called him when there was a better left back playing in a more competitive environment, who deserve the spots. But I've asked and nobody's been able to mention any name to me.
And the whole
I've been asking people.
Yes, and the whole
They
conversation.
tell me Ibrahim
of even-
Imoro and some stories.
And the whole conversation of Baba Rahman, Atakon, Baba. Look, we've seen both of them. It's not like Atakon. I like him.
Let's not even go back.
No,
There is no metric.
but fence.
There is no metric by which.
So I'll just say, Situ, I'll just say that, please, guys, I get it. It's the national team. Everybody has to be at their top. But this national team has lost 6 games in a row before this game.
Yeah.
Baba Rahman wasn't there. But we're losing. So all of a sudden we draw this one game because they dribble past him and cross. It is all Baba Rahman's fault. It can't be. It can't be. So at times, to the point where the guy, Chicho, did you see the videos after the game?
Yeah, look.
He looks so crestfallen.
No, but fence. You know the way you know how my mentality is. I have a lot of sympathy and empathy, but I have a natural way of cutting through it and still looking at the thing for what it really is in the minds of many people.
Please take it away.
The fact is, Baba Rahman's case is peculiar. It is not the same as every other player in the team.
And yes.
Baba has to know that, and every Ghanaian must accept it.
Nah, go on.
Babla is heavy, actually.
Oh, really?
Babla?
Yeah.
Babla? No, be a blan. Hanana Jono be a blan. Babla.
The guy has not tweeted for 2 years. He has been forced.
Who forced him?
Gutted.
Who forced him? Who forced him?
See, the first
Nobody
mistake he
forced
made
him.
was putting
Why
that
did he come and
statement
tweet?
on Twitter.
You know the
Why did he come and
hashtag?
tweet?
The hashtag means I'm sorry.
Look,
In the ban.
sorry for what? Listen, and I'll tell you why he's sorry. But you see, his issue is peculiar. Baba Rahman was hugely unpopular before he decided to step away from the team. And let's face it, when he was stepping away from the team, his performances were not world class. He had some very bad games. Just like
He was
many,
one of the villains of our World Cup.
just
in
like many
2020.
other Ghanaians. But you see, the way we amplify Baba's bad performance. Look, I'll come to Baba. Before, just to chip it in.
Go
Just chip it in.
Go on. You have the floor.
Fatai Sahaku played one of his worst games I've seen in the Black Star shirt. Yet,
In the game against Wales. Correct.
Jordan Ayew is getting more stick than Fatai.
Yeah.
Prince Edu played nothing. Yet nobody's mentioning his
He
name.
played the game.
Okay. Yet nobody's mentioning his name.
Remember any contribution.
Gideon Mensah was horrible in the first 30, as you say. Yet nobody's mentioning his name. The point is, it is like that in our walk of life.
That's true.
Everybody's social capital or social likeness is different.
Yeah.
Jordan Ayew and the way Ghanaians react to whatever he does is separate. If Thomas Partey had the last 2 years that Jordan has had for the Black Stars,
Okay, Apamano.
no, we would have been singing that he is the best thing we've
greatest-
seen.
You mean if Thomas had?
Yes,
thought
I
you
had
meant
the-
if Jordan had the
No, if Thomas had the Jordan
Yes,
that we had in the last 2 years.
Yes.
But people want to quickly dismiss what we saw of Jordan last 2 years because it's
Oh,
Jordan.
they said that one grand.
Look, in the last 2 years,
played all the games.
in the last 2 years, Jordan has been by far, not even close, better than Kudus, Semenyo, and everybody put
He's
together.
been our best player.
Yet,
It's not debatable.
Kudus has more grace in the team than Jordan. Why? It's society.
It's Jordan. It's Jordan.
We've made up our minds.
It's society. So I posted something that, look, don't worry about discussing the Jordan matter with anybody. Their minds are made up. It's a waste of time.
Yeah.
It is the same with Baba Rahman.
True.
People have made up their minds against Baba Rahman, about Baba Rahman, whether for or against. It's okay. And also it was on the back of Baba's long layoff and now absence and now coming back into the team at the expense of Derek Cohn, who was nobody. Listen, the reason I'm bringing the societal matter in is Derek Cohn was no one's favorite ahead of the World Cup. Nobody. After the Austria game.
It's wild.
No, after the Austria game, I was doing commentary on the Austria. I did commentary on the
But we all said it here.
You did commentary on the Austria game, which means we pay. And we saw we saw the reaction even under our Malam Go podcast after those games. On all the social media commentary, people said, who went to bring the recon? The guy.
True.
I remember this very well. And this is not 2 months, this is not 4 months ago or 5 months ago.
Match.
Only yesterday.
See,
He was nobody's favorite. In the game against Germany, he was nobody's favorite. In fact, even after the assist, he didn't get any praise. He didn't
But
excuse
he
his.
just went under the radar.
went under
It
the
was like
radar.
there was nothing special about the
The
performance.
only time Con's assist became relevant to Ghanaian was when Baba Rahman's name was mentioned.
That's a very good point. That's
Then
a
he came massive.
The only time Con
Suddenly, Con started having constituency.
was when Baba Rahman's name was mentioned. That should tell you that it is not a Con matter.
Yeah.
It is a Baba Rahman matter.
The enemy's enemy became a friend.
So when you are Baba Rahman
That is true.
and then you come into a game and
Expect
whether
this.
the ball deflected off you and it went into the back of the
Expect
net
this.
or the ball, however it
It
happens,
will always be your fault.
it's people will always find a reason to blame you because your situation is peculiar.
It's like the Maguire period.
Maguire period.
Everything was his
Everything
fault.
was, yes.
Everything.
And you
yeah.
see, I think that Baba Rahman is not the strongest
No, he's not.
person in terms of mentality wise or how he's able to shout out these things. Because again, of course, he walked away from the team because of the abuse and the threats and everything. It's his personal decision. I'm not, look,
You're not downplaying it.
as a human being, you have to know your level. Some of us have got tougher skins than others. Some people cry more. Some people just don't show emotions and blah, blah, blah. So when you know yourself, you know the actions to take to protect yourself. So if what he did was to protect himself, then thumbs up to him.
Yeah.
But that also means that even in returning, it can be a heavy weight on you. That you are being so careful that you don't give anybody any reason to come at you again. But friends, having said all this,
Yeah.
I still think the goal is Baba Rahman's fault. It is me. I don't see. Look. However you look at it, as a left back, down the line is
your area.
it's a no-go area for any winger. Let the person chop you inside. Let the person cut infield. Let the person. How will you?
Hey, Charlie, a true fool. Why does this excite you so much? You know, say my mind no good there, safe.
If you look at me,
now you get time.
if you look,
Now you get time.
no, if you look at me,
I don't watch you, Seth.
Meanwhile, he is my.
I don't watch Sicho. I know you are the watch.
Take no mind now.
I don't watch
You don't want
Sicho.
direct. Take no
I
mind
dey
now.
shock.
if you look at me,
Then
I don't watch you. I don't watch
the
Sicho.
Then they'll do hashtag.
Oh, but right now everybody see him.
Everybody see
here,
I'm
Everybody
sure.
see him.
If they talk football, you just start laughing.
I do your branding cast too.
Charlie.
They say right now you fool past everybody.
Oh, they don't know me.
Oh, they know.
Me, you never know me
what-
through teams.
Rather they catch
What's Sicho?
Oh, right.
I
They catch
see.
you.
So as I was saying,
Then
If
for
you are-
eat you inside, not
yeah, if they eat you inside, you cool. Onuji. But if they eat you on the outside,
Some way.
and even if you bring it literally, if you eat for inside, but
That'd
don't
be cool.
eat outside.
Quick.
Outside, everybody there. So down the line on the outside, if you are my left back and the line is there, and you see there are some dribbles that you can even feel sorry for the defender. There was a skill, there was a body movement, like Neymar is dribbling you.
Suli Abi.
And at times I felt sorry for Gideon Mensah, I must be honest, because Dan James's pace. Sometimes
Charlie,
also
you can't
James
just
wasn't, James wasn't even trying to dribble.
He was just
They were
running
hitting
past
the ball into
Uh-huh.
space.
So it was always tough for him. It was always tough because when you want to step up and close down on him, James would just spin around him and the pass is beyond him. And then now
Yeah.
it's a foot race between
On
you and
his
James.
bike.
We know that you and James, you can't beat James today. So there are some dribbles that, or some getting past now when they get past you, I can even feel sorry for you. In this case, Nico Williams' move to get around Baba Rahman didn't require any effort from the Welsh right back. It didn't. It was just a left back who didn't apply himself well or who didn't protect the space well enough. And the reason why coaches will always tell you that stop the cross first is you will never know where the ball will end up.
Of course.
So the first job wasn't done. Look, if you are playing football, one of the best places to send the ball is wide. If the ball is central, there's more trouble. If the ball goes wide, it is okay because the boundaries are the line and then you the defender. So you are pushing the guy to that side. How Nico Williams was able to just turn around Baba Rahman and get the I really thought that it was
Anticipation
poor,
wasn't great.
It was poor defending.
Yeah.
It was very poor defending. I also don't blame Ajite for Kumas's header. Look, the quality of Nico Williams, they play Forest too.
Solid cross.
The quality of the cross was so good that it was dipping. You see, the distance between Kumas and Ajite wasn't very big. Ajite was trying to step up and meet the cross, and Kumas was also coming to meet the cross. Kumas got there before Ajete because the ball was dipping.
Yeah.
And the ball dipped when that is why he had to stoop low to almost dive and get the header. And I also seen people trying to blame Asari. See the header unless you put Asari in the far post, wherever you put the goalkeeper in the post, unless it's the far post, you go beat him. You see, a world-class goalkeeper might pull off a save. And that is why we will say that was an unbelievable save. Like, it's a miracle that he pulled that off because it's almost a certain goal. But that doesn't mean that 9 out of 10, 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10, it doesn't beat most goalkeepers. The boy glanced the header to the far stick. And if you watch the header, it is almost hitting the post and then side netting.
Yeah.
So if the keeper is on the near side, he won't reach it. If it's in the middle, unless he goes to stand on the far stick and leaves the near post gaping.
So we are also dealing with a lot of quality from Wales.
Yeah.
That is what people have dismissed.
Yeah.
The quality of the cross was superb. The movement of the striker was brilliant.
That's why you stop the cross.
That is why once the ball comes into the box, look, once the ball comes,
Once
You can't legislate for
he's
where
got
it
the
ends up.
quality to deliver.
yes,
That's true.
And even the
So that's
cross,
why you prevent it in the first
prevent the cross. So for me, honestly, after everything I've said about Baba, that's defending. You can't go and do it at the World Cup against
Fact.
a friend say England, am I right back? Rich James. So Rich James, if he crosses, Adeta won't come and meet the ball. Oh no, but you know this.
It's true.
Rhys James, you know, 3 players blocking Asman. You
And
Okrasifan, when you born, they say, no, I done who's it. You the guy that cross
Yeah.
against man.
Yeah.
Go do the ball.
Yes, they 10.
Cross.
So
I
for
say,
me,
if you cross you, Ajay go score the goal.
the cross go be am I go
Because
score
I
your
now go score body.
So while we try to understand the peculiarity of Baba Rahman's case and the stupidity of so many people on social media, when it comes to football, all the emotions aside, it was a clear defensive error from Baba Rahman. If you ask me, I won't blame Ajete so much because of the movement of Kumas. And if Kumas was Inaki or Jordan, I am saying that is a wonderful striker's movement than saying that it was poor defending.
From the centre back.
As for Mumin, born a trial.
Positional issue.
The cross is good. A trial. Born a trial. Where they are trial.
Okay.
They catch.
So Baba Rahman issue addressed
Baba Rahman
nicely.
issue addressed. You see, the first half was autostic.
I just said
performance.
the same thing.
It was
They had autostic quality.
autostic.
No, me, I said remnants. This is
Autostic. It was autostic. They had autostic.
Obi I heard your
It was autostic.
I coach you.
No. The first half was autostic.
Highly autistic.
So when I was doing the commentary, the only time I remember that we had a new coach was when the camera panned on Carlos and was giving. I'm like, Carlos.
you didn't hear. You didn't hear.
But you see, I can understand. The team he put out for the first half was never going to be the team that will start the competition.
So
In his mind, he knows those who start. He also doesn't know those. Some of them, he's not sure. Some of the combinations.
Yeah.
But what impressed me was the centre-back partnership between Jerome and Ajete. And people are saying Ajete because in the last 2 games he had flopped, so this one that he played well. But the real guy was Jerome. The real guy was Jerome.
Jerome played well.
The guy was Jerome.
Ghanaians, if you are not sliding
Yeah.
and dirtying yourself,
Yeah, the real guy was Jerome. It was really good. It worked. And even I liked.
Gave me some Daniel Aga vibes. You see, he's tall, elegant.
The 90th.
Yeah, they give me Daniel Aga vibes.
No, it was really good. And I think
For the Gen Zs, Daniel Aga used to play for Liverpool. He's a centre back.
hard centre back.
Yes.
He and Martin Skirt.
He's Danish.
Danish
right?
Viking.
Yeah,
Danish Viking.
He and Martin Skirt.
Go and look him up. Was so come on,
Daniel Aga, correct.
Left-footed like Jerome. No?
Yeah, correct. So I like that partnership, and that's what Marvin Sanaya, the boys have spoken about it, and Achu made a very good point. We also have to put
Some things into context.
The context is that obviously his defending was really good, and they can only defend against what is coming up against you. But Thomas is not an elite winger. It's only one trick pony. He always has to cut in. Remember the 10th minute, I think Sanaya had read him.
Yeah.
So he was always
Just block the outer and force him to come infield.
And then he had his number.
Yeah.
He had his number from that time throughout. So and apart from his defending, I thought some of his movements was very interesting. Some of the way he was inverting. Sometimes he will invert to allow space for them to carry. Ajete to try and bring the ball forward or Partey to bring the ball. And the Fatal will be free. Yeah. So he brings Thomas, his winger, inside. Then there's a whole channel for Fatal. That's why at some point we began to see Fatal a lot more getting on the ball, but not financially. Another player who impressed me was Jordan Ayew. I think some of his hold-up play was really good. And some of the way
there are videos trending. They say, pass the ball. The other one, pass the ball forward. Jordan do back pass.
I think, fair enough, Jordan could have passed the ball to Senaya.
You're talking about that particular incident, right?
But when you are the center forward and you are the one in the middle of the park because the team has been so deep and you now have the ball. If you take the ball to the wings, what will happen in the box? Eventually, what will Senaya do?
Yes, come back.
Because
else, if he crosses, you lose possession.
And when you look at when Jordan had the ball, Jordan had only 3 players advancing past him. It was Senaya, one player on the D. I think that was
it was Senaya who had gone.
Yes, Senaya had gone.
Edu had come in, but
there was no way you could find him. And
Senaya was the most advanced.
Yes, and Wales had more. But so I am thinking that to keep possession, recycle it, and regroup. Jordan chose, because throughout the game, anytime we were on the attack and there was a moment for him to lay it off and join the attack, he did it. But in that instance, he realized that he can't join the attack. He was too deep and he had no bodies forward. And I think if Jordan was playing number 10 and there was a number 9 in the box, he probably does it. He probably gives it.
And then joins him to combine.
So the context has to always, there's always nuance. And I'm happy that the whole time, it was just that one video that everybody started speaking on. And every other good thing he did, people didn't see. Again, because it's Jordan.
Reputation.
So, I know people, like, this is a society, so you have to know yourself and know how people will respond to whatever you do. And that will guide how you accept or reject some of the energy. I know it's not easy, of course. Nobody wants bad things to be said about them. Also, look, I told you about Kamaldeen Suleiman already. But he wasn't helped by the number 10 they tried to use him for in there.
But that thing didn't change. That was like the first 15 minutes. And we hardly even got on the ball. So
True.
You just saw it by position. But
sometimes if you don't start a game well, it can follow you.
It can affect you.
It can affect you. But do it. And Edu Kwabena too, obviously, he didn't play his natural position, so you can't judge him. So
but is it Kamaldeen, no? When he went to the left-hand side, there were 2 touches. The one to Jordan, he tried to pull it back, which was smart play. The defender read it.
But the pullback, it was going
back to Edu Kwabena.
It was like direct to him.
That's why I said there was smart play.
It was direct to him.
And then the second one to
the shot.
Jordan hands it, or he does he do like this way, he cuts where he play the shot.
Our first shot on target today.
First shot on target.
Before you go on the Edu Kwabena thing that you mentioned, that he was played out of position.
Yeah.
It goes back to your first point that you made, that the team he played in the first half is never the team he's going to deploy.
No, it won't happen.
It got me thinking. Personnel aside, didn't you think that the system that he tried to play is what he probably do with different personnel? And that maybe the Edu position is where Semenyo may play, because I see that so that you could get some outlets on the wing, because obviously we'll play a lot like that, because if we are so deep, we need big men receiving ball, and we need the outlets to not just be only center.
I think Carlos tried a couple of things, and the second half was different from the first half. I think the second half will be what he will do a lot more, which I was going to talk about. So the first one was more or less 4-4-1-1, 4-4-2, kind of 4-2-3-1, but predominantly 4-4-1-1. So it was Jordan and then Kamaldeen, Edu Kwabena and then Fatai Sarko, the 2 midfield Partey end. And then the second half was more 4-2-3-1 and 4-4 or 4-4-2, and at times even 4-3-3. At the time where yes. So I think that we'll do a lot more of the second half. Look, you know what I said about Partey in the 2 friendly games. But I think there's a solution for that. The solution will be UNC, Partey, and Elijah or Sibo.
All 3.
It will work. We don't need the number 10.
Yeah, but the issue is he...
Because UNC showed us that.
Is this something he's likely to do?
Oh, he can do 4-3-3. You see, he can do because I still think that even though Partey was off the pace and Charlie, the thing was ugly
Off
to
the
watch.
pitch there was bad, eh?
But you still saw the sense in some of the things, like some of the positions, some of the cutting away of
Yeah,
the
the
passes.
thing there, the
Sometimes it
quality
was
there's no going anywhere. The point is that
It's
the
execution,
ability,
no?
as in like the
so
capacity, the physical-
Partey's training between now and the first match has to be different.
That's right. That's true.
Speed it up. But I've seen teams where they slow down a training for a player because it's less than an injury. We want him to be sharper, so his training has to be
Speed
different.
him up.
Also, if
The problem is that I don't know you speed them up or not, go here cut.
and they make it cut because as no cardio for you see Partey 5 a.m. no cardio for go call him quick. by the time the boys come for training at 8, then Partey train 3 hours already. Then he will join them for more training, more intensity. No, we need to. No, I think it will work because any other combination in the middle of the park without Partey, for me, doesn't look like.
Do you think that his body can handle the stamina? It's just, don't you think it's just a natural?
I don't think.
occurrence
But
But
I
if
think
you
that-
have,
yeah.
if you have
How old is
Elisha,
Partey?
if you have 33,
or 2. You know,
but
bro.
if you have
Partey
Elisha,
is 33.
yes, but if you have Elisha or Sibo, if you have Elisha or Sibo
Yeah.
and
Why they beat
Yurenchi
me?
with Partey in the mix, his workload significantly changes.
yes, that's what I'm looking at.
And I have always said, since Carlos came, I have always said that is my go-to
Yeah.
useful combination.
Look,
but I don't think he does that.
So that's what I'm saying, that if he doesn't do that, then he has to drop Partey. But if there's something about Partey's game that he requires, then he has to protect him. How do you protect him? Put more legs around him. UNT assets. Elisha or Sibo can help as well. And then you get that going. I think that for me will be very fine.
I see.
I was also very impressed by, as everybody was, Nyama.
Yeah.
And yes, he's coming back from that injury and playing the way he played was miraculous. But it's just the sheer directness, like
The-
you see, the tenacity and the intensity.
Purposefulness about his possession.
If the guy they push the ball, then they put the shake. He's just driving at you, and you see, Yenchi has a very good feature with us. He doesn't.
It's
He
a
doesn't.
new Michael
He
Essien.
doesn't only play for himself. He plays for the team.
Charlie. What's up?
Nothing for relax on that thing. See how he
You
talk.
put it like that. So now the time come out, can you put it talk today? You dey blast. No, you put. You don't try. You don't try. The time come out. I remember. Me and the guy some
He
things.
said we're more talented than Kudu Seth. No reach. That one, not old, but that one, it was right to do someone who said it. That they have another talent who is more who go higher than they themselves.
After the time where they bang the double
Why
digits
you
for
behave as if
nonchalant,
you
you do like
forgot?
you were part of the people advocating him. That why are they not calling him Milo? They should call him. The time CK no call him. No. You know
Didi came to praise him. Didi was assistant coach at Northshala. He the guy.
he starts that.
and
Right now
Didi
today,
Didi the coach. And when this Didi says, "Oh, this guy, how they see him?" He say, "Oh, he top player." He compare him to Neymar and things.
today
And-
you put it this time.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
Oh, me, I not this Kamadi.
You people don't be your people. They put in the follow you. Don't
Me,
be
I never this Kamadi.
So Nyama Bonsuba, they made very good, of themselves. You just have to accept that maybe the most important players in this team would be the young boys. You might just have to accept
They
it.
have to be brave and
That maybe
play
the
them,
most important, and they'll be more daring. They will play with a bit more fire, a bit more freedom. Under the right guidance, with a mix of some experience in and around them, they can do a job. We just might have to accept that.
Look, it's the only way, and it's also how we've always built our teams. The last successful World Cup campaign was because of a situation like this.
where we trusted youngsters
Yes,
more.
even Jordan. Jordan was introduced into the team at a time when there was a consistent go-to guy for goals, wide outlets. So that meant he could learn the ropes without the responsibility of being the main man. Don't wait for Jordan to leave. Don't wait for Partey to leave. Then you suddenly have a situation where it's Yurenchi who has to be everything, or it's Prince Edu Kwabena who has to be. It has to be now. Manage Jordan's minutes, manage Partey's minutes. Let them get used to responsibility, and then see what they can do with it. It will break some.
Yeah,
it will make some.
Yeah, I think we need to accept that. And finally, I think again, and that is what football is about. Atizigi had lost his place. I think he's regained it, and he's not only regained it because maybe Asari has made unpardonable mistakes. I'm not, of course, Mexico was
Just
terrible,
fought his way back.
but he's, and I like that. I really do like that.
That's the essence of competition.
I really do like that.
Exactly.
Because he was there, probably was a little too comfortable. Asari came, takes over, and it's like, no, I'm not going to let this happen. I'm going to the World Cup. I'll just show them. So he goes, he does in training. They start him. pull some remarkable saves, and I think he might just be. And I saw in the second half, I thought he looked okay. He looked really okay.
Yeah, he looked okay.
Yeah, he didn't look like
Actually,
he was under.
I was going through a lot of the numbers in the game, and you noticed that Asari, there were advantages to Asari's game. Actually, in the friendly match that were actually surprisingly better than Ati's. For example, Asari completed passes at a more successful rate than Ati in the game.
Yeah. I don't know the numbers, but I felt it. I thought,
Yeah. That's why I said surprising.
Yeah.
That's why they don't follow the narrative. So.
Yeah. No, I didn't see the number, but when I was...
No. Also because, I mean, there are a couple of reasons for it. I think he attempted 18 passes, completed 12 of them. That's a success rate of 67.
Yeah.
Ati attempted 12 passes, completed 8. So more like 50-something%. Okay. So,
but the explanation has to be the
that's
kind of
why
passes.
I was going there. That Asari, so there are two things. Either one, his teammates trusted him more, Asari, to pass to him, or two, which looks more likely, that we were under attack more in the second half because Wales were also chasing the game at that point.
Yeah.
So there was a lot more pressure on us. So the goalkeeper got involved a lot more.
Yeah, that could be.
But where it's telling, also, that's why you can see the difference between the two of them. There was almost a double in the distance when it comes to progression.
Right.
Distance, the ball was carried by the two goalkeepers. I think Ziggy carried the ball altogether about 20 meters.
Right.
Asari carried the ball about 8 meters.
Right.
So you see the difference. So
that's where...
has a bit more comfort
But playing the ball.
Taking the ball with, and that can become advantageous in situations where you need to invite pressure and create spacing behind. So that, and for me, I feel like in counter-attacking situations where we will be involved a lot more, that is more advantageous. A goalkeeper that's comfortable to say, I'm holding onto the ball, I'm coming, you come. They press you, 2-3 players, frees out space in the middle, he gets in behind.
But the difference in the stats, I think, is explained by the nature of the passes.
Yeah.
Long passes predominantly have a very low success rate.
They do.
If you are hitting a 10-yard pass, it's the defender in front
Easy.
of you. If you are hitting it into midfield,
But the same stat had Asari more successful at long passes than Ati.
The first 3-4 long passes all found Jordan or
then that's impressive.
Oh yeah,
If his long passes,
not just short passes. Even the long passes
or 4 long passes.
His long passes were more successful than Ati's.
Yeah.
Because Ati had a long pass success rate of 50%.
Yeah.
Asari had, I think, 57 or so.
Yeah.
And he attempted more.
Yeah.
Long passes.
So I think,
but I was saying, it could also be because
the nature of the game.
Yes,
the nature of the game. And so I think
I was happy to see that his passes, like he said, his passes were now the long passes were finding the teammate, which is something we didn't see in the game against
again also largely because of, and that's why I said I like Jordan Ayew's hold-up play in the way he linked up. That was also largely because of Jordan Ayew. I think
who he was passing to.
Yes,
right?
he plugged a lot of balls from both goalkeepers. First time and second, he plugged a lot of decent balls and did well with decision making when he had them. So yeah, I think overall we saw, especially in the second half, glimpses of what we can look like. We can be more daring, we can be more, So yeah, I think generally some have to step it up. Some
are you guys ready for the craziest start? The one that demonstrates a spiritus Carlos Queiroz.
Which one?
Short faced.
In the first half, when Ati was in goal, right? Why are you people laughing?
You don't say you fool.
Talk the same, Massa.
Say it.
Huh?
Say it.
Wales attempted 8 shots. 2 of them were on target. Both acrobatically saved by...
the one he hit the bar.
The one he saved onto the bar.
Did he get a fingertip?
He did. He did get a fingertip.
Yeah.
So Ati made 2...
That was a more impressive save.
Yes. Yeah. He made 2 impressive saves. 2 shots on target, right? In that first half. In the second half, Wales had only 1 shot on target.
The header.
Which was the goal. So Asari didn't need to make any saves.
But also the game had changed.
Very solid.
Asari didn't make a single save. So you see, this is the thing that he... SM no. Who has a
The Susu Pambo.
And also, you know, he has a
This is Pambo.
Do you see the videos on the
Hurricane
flight?
Bokremba.
Do you see the videos on the flight?
The cats when he was playing.
Yeah, so they were calling him SM.
Yeah.
See, SM is not leaving the national team anytime soon.
But if he doesn't perform well, he will leave. Sanya man, they see the bill. No, dear. Or back after World Cup.
At the moment, like they say, I think we can praise him for what he is. He's likable. The guys like him. But bro, if they will kick you out,
If you sign, you go another
And
person.
look at, for as long as he maintains this standard,
Oh
and
yeah.
it's also an asset in terms of creating the vibe in the national team. It will be hard to
he's such
dispense
a
of him.
positive cultural influence, man. It's so good to see Azari income.
You see how he
Everybody
was-
likes him.
You see how he was giving the cards.
Kubola shuffling. He's shuffling.
Proper professional.
The
Watch out,
guy-
Papa.
the guy was shuffling
The guy
the
do Jaja. The guy do Jaja. They do Jaja.
TK, you have the floor now. I mean, they've spoken extensively on a lot of the key issues, but I'm sure you still have a lot to say.
Look, as for Jordan, he will start games.
I thought that you were involved in a day-long Twitter spat.
Charlie, the
with
king is
Jordan.
tweeted once.
You tweeted what?
I went to quote.
No, you
Oh, I
went to
saw
quote
like
somebody, and somebody took it, and then you went back again. Somebody took it, and you went back again.
No, I didn't go back and forth.
You were insulting some people.
I didn't insult anybody. I quoted one tweet.
And then,
I replied to my friend. That's all.
okay.
That's for the people who were talking on my tweet. But I mean, I've said what I said. Look, the guy you start.
Somebody said when it comes to Jordan, then all your sense disappears.
It doesn't matter. Then all the coaches, they are all foolish. Then all the coaches are foolish. Because, and I will not understand how you are still in your house and you get sense past the coaches or who they coach. See, the guy who start. Because the coaches don't use your emotions to pick their team. They use common sense to pick the team. When you watch that game, you think the coaches, when they are watching the team, because when he took the ball, he didn't pass it to Senna, then they'll get angry. Then they'll serve him because you vex. A peto, it doesn't work like that too. See, ball sense. Jordan get on rough. That first half, did you see Ghana complete like 8 to 10 passes?
No.
That first half. So if you were a forward player, you receive the ball on the center line. This one is simple analytics. That's why when Sicho was mentioning the sequence, I wanted to chip in, but I just paused. When Jordan turns and he opens up his body and he sees Senaya, pause the frame and count the number of Wales players behind the ball as against the Black Stars players in front of the ball. If you pause the frame, you will see that the DM had already started darting towards Senaya, who was already running towards the left back. So that ball goes to Senaya. It is 2v1.
He loses possession.
Well, Jordan he both that he will use 3 seconds to get into the box. The sequence was happening on the center line. No? The closest player to Jordan after this thing was Edu Kwabna, who was now coming inside and coming to meet red shirts. So if you are in a half and you are a player of the experience of Jordan and you realize that the team is even struggling, the turnovers are too many, why would you force the pass and risk losing it when you can just recycle possession and give your team time to breathe on the ball small? It's not every time that you get the ball that bang, you go forward. Now, you see, that's sometimes I say, it's like when we watch the football throughout the season, we all just forget how to. Why? Jokeres, that's why I ask you today, what do you think Jokeres will do in that situation? Arsenal, what do you think they'll do? You think they'll go for it? They'll turn and pass. Grealish, a couple seasons ago, they asked him on the pitch, the same thing we do shout about John. You hold the ball too much, Grealish, it was City against Wolves away from home. That day Grealish had scored. And they asked him, and he said that it is the coach, Pep Guardiola, who tells me to hold on to the ball. Because I need to invite as many of my teammates forward before we can make, because we need to keep possession of the ball. That's why. And he is the one
after the gym.
He is the one who can keep the ball better than anybody. If he can't keep it, you 10-10 foul. We maintain possession. We play. It's not for your likeness, so it's functionality. It has to work. That's why you cry and you can sleep. We don't care. Jordan will start because it's true. We don't care. You can cry, you can type, you can do. He will start until you get a younger, fitter person who can do that job better than him.
And more.
As for that one, he will start. Carlos Queiroz was taking players off after halftime. Jordan played 75 minutes. Why?
Capito.
It's not Capito matter.
It can be Capito matter.
When the second half, when Thomas Asante came, you didn't see the synergy.
Yeah.
Jordan is standing there sending him to go and press. The things I can't do, you will do it for me. But as a unit, no, it was working. The team all of a sudden became more functional. In the second half, and that's what Zicho was mentioning, but I'll just touch on it. People have forgotten all the touches that he picks the ball, he's giving it. He picks the ball. It's game context too. What you do when you're under pressure, it's not the same thing you do when you have momentum. That's what they call ball sense. So when you sit behind your TV and you pick your phone and you are crying, but you've been crying for 10 years. The coaches are not stupid. It's either you stop crying or you cry and expect that nothing will change. Because right now I'm fed up. He will start. He will start. And he will start. He will start. As for that one day, he will start. Jordan or Bobo Ruff, he will start. He will pay you, but it doesn't matter. He will start. And the sooner you start analyzing it like you have been watching football for long, the better for you. Because you can't look at this. Kamaldeen will get the ball. My weapon. He knows how to do one thing. Kamaldeen. Oh, but you know.
Weapon.
When Kamaldeen picks the ball, he's going. He doesn't care if there's one player with him or two. He's the only one. He's going.
But did you see that last time?
Which one?
Against Wales.
He went. He's going. He is going. He is all called. You know him. My weapon. You see? So if you have a player, imagine you are under pressure or you are trying to hold the lead. And I said it today on the show. If Jordan Ayew is up there, 90th minute, we couldn't keep the ball there. We won the game. Jordan Ayew is up there. We were leading 1-0 with 4 minutes to go. Oh, boom, long ball. You do a tap foul. Hey, give me the ball. Tap foul. 3 minutes. PPP.
Was it the season where Jordan was the most fouled player in
the Premier League?
in the Premier League?
Yeah. And whilst his club was celebrating, the Ghanaians were angry.
And he kept playing every time.
And he kept playing.
And kept
he went
winning fouls.
65 days.
Kept winning fouls.
Scoring 1 goal. He kept playing. And you see, the reason for why he's playing, the coaches are there and they were saying it. Yesterday, somebody said that the coaches, when they sacked him, they were not. Massa, I always say this thing, it's because our league is not good though. So we don't see the importance or we don't value top level football.
Yeah.
Because Ghana Premier League is sport. No, when somebody is playing in Premier League, you think it is fala.
It's anybody can play
easy.
there.
And the only good players in the world are those who play for the top 6 teams. Do you know what it means for a Ghanaian?
To sign on the books of.
To spend 10 years in the Premier League.
Not easy.
When English people, when his team is relegated, Premier League teams go and buy him and bring him back now. Because that's for those teams. No, they didn't wait Jimmy. It is where you get a sense. No,
somebody said that's why his teams are relegated.
And when they relegate them, it doesn't stay. He will go back. The contract has ended. He will get a team. As for the League One, there, Ian Bobby. The one who played there, maybe Isahaku. But he won't play there. Look, bottom line.
It's like when we were having the local player argument and they started disrespecting the ones who were playing abroad.
Yeah.
That's
exactly. They don't value it.
Now, if you are there,
you don't
know what it takes.
You don't know what it takes to
US. BO said the
almost say the same Salim.
Look, so
I said this why somebody even told me that this Salim or start it.
So you should go. Look,
because Elisha no what's
yeah, make it go.
Oh, by the way, Elisha also had a very decent game.
My player that
bro. I said Ghanaians, you don't follow them.
The same Salim.
Look, and I love what Situ said. It is Black Stars. There are certain personalities who can never do anything right. It's not possible. It's not possible. So at this point, you cry, I laugh because Ghana versus Panama starting 11, he's inside, he's starting. I don't care. Look, this my friend, no, Party. Monday I told you that me if I was the coach, I won't start him.
Yeah.
Look, I understand that there's a solution for that, adding a third midfielder. But from what we saw from UNG in that second half, look, the way we want to play, we can get the desired control with UNG. We don't need to add him to Party. Well, I'm telling you.
The guy is an engine.
We don't need to add him to Party.
But that means he has to play a bit deeper.
Not necessarily. Look,
I thought going forward to that guy to the push one.
Did they push? But when he was sitting with Sibolistic,
What's supposed to
you know, Sibo
Sibo was playing game.
And let me tell you something.
To be fair.
No.
Second time.
This game.
See,
Sibo
do game.
Sibo do game.
I say me Ghana, we wait for follow them.
Sibo do game.
You know that he was very available.
Yeah, wait till they turn the ball.
Go
He
here.
dey
Yeah,
turn, he dey pass.
I should say coach sign am someone because
No.
this is in
This is the second time that Sibo is playing with.
La Liga if you are
This is the second time Sibo is playing with UNG, and we are seeing that type of Sibo.
He was very agile.
So maybe in the past year or so, no, the party he came to meet. Maybe
problem, no.
maybe he be the problem.
But what about if?
Because the first
What about
when
if?
Elisha also look bad.
Oh, let's not bread, but
Which coach was here? Because every day somebody else is the problem.
No, but what about if? What about if, like, is Partey has been used before, the more advanced midfielder?
No, I get it too. I'm just saying that.
Maybe.
Look, in fact, let me just do this based on the Panama game.
Right.
I'm jumping guns.
Yes.
But I went to school from, I think, Sunday up until somewhere today. I was doing research on the Panamanian team. Boga, the possession do outpossess us.
I swear.
They're very possession centered.
I'm telling you.
I think we
And
accept
they,
and we
they
agree.
press rough.
Somebody get some energy.
So
I said they're a US team.
Look,
That's why people forget.
So
they're basically a US
if you
team.
are going to play a team like that, you know that the best you get is 40% of the ball. It means 60% of the time you are chasing possession. So your off the ball now becomes more important than what you do on
Than
the
what
ball.
you do on the ball.
It means that you can't have somebody like Partey who
Who's
can.
only useful when he has the ball. I agree.
It's bad. Oh.
What does he
Yes,
do when he
he
doesn't
could
have
see
the
the thing, but he's not
On
getting there in
you
time.
got the only ones.
And at
one
the
that-
World
the
Cup,
cross
no,
across-
if you
yeah,
don't
yeah.
take care, the way these people are physical, first 15
They will
minutes,
get past
he's got a yellow card. Now what do we do? Now you have to waste a substitution on him. I'm saying that.
But you know, so that you look at set. If like it be Otone will come out time the second.
You know, you go play and then you go chop red card. Look. Otto, they make a vex.
Charlie.
Look. I'm saying that. Let Irenchi play with either Elisha or Sibolistic. Because
Who is the third midfielder you add there?
I don't need a third midfielder.
Okay,
What we
yeah,
played
4-2-3, okay.
in that second half, whether Jordan will play behind
I get you.
Thomas Asante or Jordan will play with Thomas Asante 4-4-2, let's do that. If we are defending, the two of them will lead the charge.
I get
If we
you,
are
I
attacking,
get
maybe
you,
Jordan
I get
will
you.
play as a second
But you
striker.
said this game too. When you mentioned the 4-4-2 and if you are defending, to be fair, when we our mid block setup wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad at all.
No.
It was very functional.
No, it wasn't bad though.
See, the second half, the shape of the all of a sudden Gideon started sit up.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, Gideon
no.
started
Second half, no. The mid block
Like,
was it was working. No.
On point.
Yeah.
Even Nyama safe.
Yeah.
You see the point where the substitution thing
And he has to
confusion
play the left back. He did a good job there quickly.
back. Me, I dey call
Right
him
back,
Senaya.
yeah.
They are they call him Senaya.
Yeah.
I figure if it's Senaya safe,
Yeah.
he did the job.
Yeah.
You see, the point is the coaching is a system under the right environment.
People take responsibility.
These boys
They
go
leader.
ball.
They are not stupid.
No,
though.
right.
You can be an elite footballer and be stupid. What's be that?
So in your 4-4-2 system, who would you have on the wings?
Always,
For the two midfielders.
I'll start Nyama.
Okay, Newman.
If you fool, you go and play only 3 matches. So I don't have time to warm him into anything. I'll start him.
Okay, so
60,
him on the other
65
side.
Nyama and
who else?
Semenyo.
and then Semenyo.
Okay.
Because that guy will work.
But can we do Nyama Bosuba Semenyo Jordan?
No.
Semenyo
I don't
Jordan
want
will work.
Semenyo in any central areas. I want him down
Semenyo Jordan will
there.
work.
I need him down. Look, Semenyo will work.
Them all go like come take the ball.
bro.
Semenyo will work.
Already.
Where
Yeah,
has
yeah.
Derek Con?
But even Asante to the work well. Derek on they make
Where
sure
has
they play
Derek
left
Con?
back.
I mean, then Semenyo save the help him for
They
that.
play left back.
See,
The Germany game, Semenyo work.
he will
Yeah,
work.
rough.
He
We
will
don't
work.
work, Papa.
Semenyo will work.
Yellow back sign. Why
I
don't work?
said the Germany guy, they sit there, they boy everybody.
Yeah,
they
Semenyo
work.
will follow.
They
He work,
They
man.
work.
He work.
So I'll play Semenyo.
In and upon.
And then Nyama. And if I'll give any of them freedom to, I'll give it to Nyama. As for Semenyo, he can work and arrive. He has the energy to arrive. Jordan, Thomas Asante, Irenchi, symbolistic stroke, Elisha.
I don't trust two-man midfield for Ghana.
The thing is, no, it's not necessarily two-man midfield. The position Jordan will pick, he will drop still. He will press. Because, and I'm saying that because, look, in as much as this whole party thing, we can't bench both Partey and Jordan. You can't.
No. I'm saying, can we do
Jordan there who
can we do Sibo?
Partey shouldn't start.
Sibo, Elijah, Caleb.
Sibo, Elijah, Caleb.
Nyama, Semenyo, Jordan.
One top Jordan, no go work. One top Jordan. You didn't see the first.
But you see, if we're
but the first half there.
The thing is, if we want any meaningful attack, Jordan can be alone.
They have to be close to combat.
They will have to be close.
I feel like you start Jordan, you take away something in the counter-attacking situations. I think that's probably why you need.
But the reason why you see what the boy Urenchi played the second half in here. When Urenchi was playing more advanced, like it was combining well with Thomas Asante and even Nyama, and so if you have a three-man match, maybe Sibo, Elijah, their job is to be the base.
And he has the license to move.
He has the license to move and combine with whoever. Go like because that guy is busy and right now he's young. Then you soon our brand name.
Yeah, but see, I'm trying to look at this and I'm looking at this through the lens of the head coach.
Mm-hmm.
Do it.
The things we are talking about when we're on the ball.
Yeah.
We are going to spend a lot of time off the ball. And most of the time, even when we are off the ball, when we pick it up, the scenario may not warrant an instant attack. You may need to play small,
True.
slow the tempo,
Get people into the spaces you want.
So you need it's either Partey or Jordan. I would have Jordan. Both of them know their legs are going.
Yes,
but I'd rather have that up the pitch than in the middle. So Partey go drop. Let Jordan be there. But all in all, and I agree with Sichu. As for my player, he should have done better. Because the ball was on the line.
right.
The room Nico had to pass to, it was very limited. Like Anka caught himself. You choke himself.
That's the niceness we spoke about. Yeah. Too nice.
Foul, we can regroup and
He looked
defend.
too lethargic.
But once he goes past you, it is trouble. So he could have done better. But it's not the end of the world. And the fact that he had to apologize if me
no need.
fix him, for apologize to anybody. Why
Especially given that he had been off Twitter. Like, why would you
why
come?
you go come?
You don't need.
People know say they tweet already.
You don't need. I didn't. I saw the tweet. I didn't think it was his.
It's him.
Why?
Then later I realized I had more, so I just thought, okay, then perhaps it's him. And that's the thing I said about Benjamin Sai when many people were saying he shouldn't be the man. I said that look, we are putting him in an impossible position where he can't even make a human mistake as a footballer. Look, football, you can't be 100%. Mbappe then says, you know, Mbappe the video shows you where the 21 pound way buying command them. Like it's football.
But I was I they watch something.
You see the video, it shows they greet, say Mbappe, they greet their people.
Yeah.
You see the French president,
Yeah.
but the real president.
Even the emperor.
The real president.
Yeah.
The thing, or
Come on, so say,
We get star where we get star.
You are president there.
Yeah.
No, the president.
there.
Yeah, who be the
Why?
president?
This is the president. Mbappe is the real
I see
French
some
president.
pictures of in and Macron stand so where the whole team they so. Where in Macron stand so. When the whole team they so.
You see, as the
You know what
female
shocked
national
me
team come.
about that picture?
And they come, they blade them at them.
And then can't cut
Yeah.
group picture.
Yeah.
When the girls are
killing.
You know what shocked me about that picture? That he stood in front of the president.
Oh, bro, he's the guy.
He's the
He's
president.
the guy.
Because you will not see any president
Like, Mbappe is big.
anywhere where there's a photo of
If this guy,
Macron to he share in power.
Or I be Macron and he go who I beg.
Go who I beg for.
Oh, the time we pay you
for extend.
you go Madrid.
yeah.
It be you go who I beg.
you go who I beg.
forget the first
Who
one.
they are
He cried. He cried.
He
and
stop
so-
Because the boy left the
He
team.
cried.
You know, say if I see Mbappe or if be Juliet they come my mind.
Governor.
No, Juliet very well. They call her owner of France.
Oh no.
Might be true.
Might be true.
Clearly powerful.
But see.
France, hurrah.
And France Kylian to be dangerous.
Yeah.
France Kylian different.
World Cup
World
Kylian.
Cup.
World Cup Kylian. 13 goals already.
World Cup Kylian.
13 goals. 13 goals in 2 World Cups.
The World Cup they go. The record they go break.
How many World Cups you go?
2.
13 goals in 2 World
2 in
Cups.
2. Why it is with the joke for here or what?
Team owner.
Is it 13?
wait, we won.
Is it 13?
13.
No, the last World Cup was how many?
8.
He scored 8 goals.
8 goals the last World Cup.
Damn.
No, truly, he scored 13. Is it 13?
Yeah. previous
Because
one was
the first
5.
one he scored in the final. He scored the
I think he's
the
got.
He
Argentina.
scored
one.
4 or
I think
something.
he had 2 against Argentina.
He scored 2.
Yeah. They won that game 4-2.
4-2.
Mbappe.
There was a
No,
penalty.
If Messi will get 13, Mbappe can have 13.
Ah,
Mbappe and Messi get the same number of goals at the World
I
Cup.
mean, he's on 12
Just
or
fend
11.
the check.
It won't be.
Fend the check.
It won't be far off.
Fendi check. Yeah,
I'm
like
checking for you. 12.
12 goals.
That's still crazy.
In 2 World
That's
Cups.
a
2
lot.
tournaments.
Fantastic. Where the record was 17.
Record be 16.
16.
Muller.
Closer.
Closer. 16.
No.
Closer.
Closer. He break Ronaldo in
He
record.
break the 15. He break the 15.
12.
So this. Oh, you go do
group
one.
stage, no.
Quick.
Oh, group
So,
stage.
What is that? You have extra game.
Extra games. Group stage, no.
No, but World Cup. See,
4 goals in Russia.
4 in Russia.
Four in Russia,
the 8.
the 8.
See, Kylian, Madrid Kylian, Euro Kylian, but World Cup
Cup
Kylian.
Forget.
It's a different animal.
See. In conclusion,
But I think he has more goals in World Cup finals than any player.
It's quite a hat trick.
final.
It's quite a hat trick. He
that
scored
is
1.
He has 4. Yeah.
4. Yeah.
No,
That final alone cancels
Pele-
out.
Maybe
Forget Pele. How many goals he get for World Cup final?
the 5-2 game he scored 2.
Score 2. That'd be all.
But he played 3 finals in a row.
You be one play score. That one he
sure.
assist. The one where he squared the ball.
4-1.
with it. And the one he squared the ball with it.
Yeah, true.
You got like 2 or 3 pay.
Look. Bottom line is there was clear improvement.
Yeah.
Arteta said it back in 2021. It's only a blind person who will not see that something has changed based on this first game, especially in that second half. If as the game went on, things were just getting better. I was telling somebody that first half, I will not blame Gideon Mensah. And the person said, I'm a very honest human. I said, yes, I'm a very honest human being. Because there are certain scenarios that if you put a player in, it is almost impossible for him to defend. It's not possible. He's not faster than Dan James. So the way we had set up, once you allow the pass to go in behind him, he's done. It is.
Was that beating you for pace?
Yeah, he can't.
If somebody's beating you for pace,
he can't
what
do
can you
anything
do?
about it.
It's not tricks. It's not Sulia.
But when we adjusted the system and we
was
started
comfortable.
cutting or even
Passing
closing
lanes.
down the
mid-block
space
setup
between
was
he
brilliant.
and
Ampedu and Brooks.
Bonsuba,
Yeah.
double team. It just worked. And before,
But there's something also we have to watch. Even though that mid block looked good, there were times Wolves were able to, with a good pass from
Pass through.
Lolo and Ampedu, they were able to, pass through.
Find options
So we need
between
to
the
we need
lines.
to tighten because that's Wales. You're coming up against Croatia, coming up against
Yeah.
Anderson and Declan Rice and Co. They have more of the abilities. I'm sure those are things they will find you when you get it. But
Quick.
the general outlook of the team as the game went
it was much better. But in saying that, we'll beat Panama.
them.
No, it will be tough, but we'll beat
We are Ghana.
We'll beat Panama.
We'll score Panama and we'll
We'll beat
qualify.
Panama.
Okay, I hope so. But what do you make of the Ati and Asare thing?
Oh, Ati should be number 1.
Yeah, it's what
Based
is way
on
back
that,
really well.
Ati should be number
But in his last 3 or last 2
See,
outings,
let me tell you, me, I don't care.
yeah,
Me, my own is that I like Black Stars.
That's all.
I'm not those evil people that because I don't think a player should play.
When he's in goal,
when
you
he's
have
in
to- you
goal,
have to
then I'll
lose.
do
You have to
against.
make mistakes.
Why if Ghana loses, I'll not be sad.
Sure.
I'll be sad.
Sure.
So if I watch and I see that this person has done well, and to be frank, in the last 2 games, Ati looks better.
yeah.
So why would I risk? Because Chinchina, somebody
It
has
has
said
to
it,
be
and I did
right.
agree. Chinchina,
You can't change your mind.
No. Ati should.
Bottom line is that I don't know about you, but I think from the guys, there's an agreement that the signs in the game against Wales were largely very positive.
Yeah, there's part of some of them.
I don't know about you guys because I saw, and our good friend is one of the Rama. He said the game he make sad, like just say he said he makes sad. Oh, you know, see.
I don't see it.
Oh, on City, Rama said the performance make him make sad because hey, Blaster, this is what he has become. Like just say, well,
The Wales game. No, I mean, you know how.
No, there were some gains. There were some. No, it wasn't vintage.
Yeah, wasn't.
It wasn't vintage, but there were some
But
games.
we've come
There were
from a
some gains.
place.
Yeah.
There were some gains.
My point is,
That's why
watching
from the beginning,
watching Wales struggle to gain that control in the
Yes.
second half.
And it was the 150th anniversary. They needed that win.
Yeah, no, we've come from a place.
No, but the winners of that game were the Ghanaian fans. We were more than the Wales fans.
Of course.
So they force.
Another reason why for no fly fans are now. And
Midday.
What be the we? If your money, then you take flight.
I
Midday.
said, Anna,
See, the
You know
Ghana
your
Supporters
money,
Union, nobody.
because they don't support better than that. So those
Yeah.
people, they shit at jam.
Yeah.
They get drums. So you see
Ah,
the people
maybe
they
Mama
welcome
said
them.
it.
You see the people they welcome them for the DC there.
Yes.
Somebody say, is this Ghana or Accra?
No, even my
Our friend,
Accra or
There are
this?
some
yo,
fans.
our
there are
friend,
some fans who are
the
there.
former
Fire
GBA
lady.
PRO. Not just her, former GBA PRO, Nada Kuadodu.
And Kruger. Tom Kruger.
There are some fans who need to be there for the mental well-being of the players. If you say you will leave it to the Ghanaian fans over there, for us to be playing a game and for our own fans to be booing our players, no, it doesn't help. You are helping. You are helping the
booing some of
opposition.
them.
Yeah, you are helping the opposition. So Ghana Supporters Union, they from crin to cran.
Oh, they'll be there.
They are singing and they are jumping and they are. So if I'm
They
a
are not
player,
watching the game, oh.
if I'm a player and I'm playing, I can hear the constant
as for
jam.
Supporters Union,
They
there.
give me
But
him.
the president
You know,
said
so,
it. The
yeah,
Supporters Union, they are doing a real thing there, but
no lie.
the general fans will cost more, so they'll rather.
I don't know about you guys. Who impressed you the most in this game? And what signs did you pick up about how we could face the Panamanians come June 17?
Oh, give me 30 seconds.
You have it.
Hey, Otto, you worry we were.
Take it away.
Otto no try.
Autostic tactics.
Otto no try.
Why?
Thank you for the question.
Yeah. Thank you for the opportunity to clarify what I just said. Look, Fent, Sichu, Achu, coach. Otto no try, cry.
Where coach this?
No, he's here in spirit.
You don't do the Pepino thing, so
Yeah. Otto no try, cry.
you for 10
You don't say that they ask him, but you don't feel answer.
You don't 10 talk to coach.
Coach, the thing you talk, it be true. Because what Otto has done is to deny us
Set us back.
the opportunity for Irenchi to settle in midfield. Oh, if this be the scenario where he tell we say we no get right back, this is the scenario.
Why he was in camp? You see, the thing that shocks me
this
most
is the
about
scenario.
that is the fact that the boy was there.
Look,
But he was preparing your mind. He was
By
preparing
now,
your mind not to play
we
him
would have
again.
had at least Irenchi would have played Austria, Germany.
Yeah.
Alongside be it Partey or Sibo or Elisha. And now he have that small relationship coming into this one.
bro.
Like by now we'll have that
Sanya
too.
would have had 2 games. to
Two games,
warm
or
up
even this will be his third game,
Yeah.
warming up into the role. Because Boga, the ball Sanaya play, no.
in. I feel him.
Look, it's one thing.
He had
do,
not
do you
been
know what
ready on
impressed
the
me?
bench in the
Do you know
two
what
games.
impressed me? It took him 5 minutes to understand who he was playing against, and after that,
Yeah.
he knew he could roam.
Yeah.
Because I know the guy. 5 minutes, and that's intelligence. Oh. That be intelligence. Oh. That's what I'm telling you, and the Ghana people too. Sometimes, it's the Ghana Premier League that's not good. That's why people don't value. Gideon, Elisha, Senaya, they are playing week in, week out.
Yeah.
These
The
are
French
Ghanaians.
top
oh.
division.
Ghanaians playing in France.
Top division.
Auxerre have a functioning youth system. They have French players they are training in their stead. But these Ghanaians are playing week in, week out for Auxerre, French top division. Top division, oh, there's a reason why they are playing.
Yes.
It doesn't matter. This is your any relegation. Boga, these people, their football is advanced and it's working. Oh. So your division 1 is not their division 1.
True.
The Augustine Boachi you've been crying that should be playing in the Black Stars. No, he plays in their division 1.
Yes, but as for him,
But
it's
as
good
for
as
him,
he can.
it's good.
Aye.
But Gideon, Elisha, no. Elisha is captain of a French team. oh.
See, can you imagine?
He's a Ghanaian who is captaining a French team in Europe. Boga, the thing, no,
Put some respect on it.
put some respect on it. 1. Number 2, this week, if you are going through the TL, I swear, you would think that on our bench we have Mbappe and Vinicius.
Maradona.
No, I promise you. You go think say we get Salah, the Mahrez and things for bench where we know they use them all. Because the argument you use against the people you don't like is the same argument that defeats the people on the bench who should come on.
It's true.
Boga, we are Ghana in the world context. No, oh, it's true. We are Ghana. But in the context, it's not even 73rd safe. This is only your 5th World Cup appearance.
Yeah.
The furthest you've gone is a quarterfinal, and that's the one you use as standard. This is a 2nd World Cup you are going where you are part of the last PPs in there.
Bottom ranked.
manage.
Calm down.
Small.
humble.
I'm not saying settle for anything.
Yeah, be humble.
But the players you have,
Realize where you are.
Yeah.
That's how you can build on.
the players you have, no, they are good enough to take you to the World Cup. That's why they are there.
Yep.
That guy who is coaching you on the bench with 43 years of experience, give him benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
That
he knows what he's doing.
what he's doing. That's the least you can give him. In fact, it's not bad. Respect him small.
Yeah.
He's a professional who has earned his stripes. So respect him small and understand that he knows what he's doing. It's not every time that it will work. But you and I, if we can advise Otto, Carlos Queiroz, we can't advise him. We can only state our opinions, but we can't advise
Otto
him.
there, we can advise
Otto
him.
there, we can. Even he said, why when he was writing his pro this thing, were you there to write the exams for? You know the way that thing hard.
But the practicals they pass here.
Sometimes-
Because they .1. So
No, the theory.
The practicals.
I know the presentation they go get a job. They say that the pro license this thing. He do more boys than my presentation for them.
And the guy in PowerPoint
It
presentation.
is solid pass. Otto.
They say after every, they say, if you do PowerPoint skirmishes and all that, it make you pray. They say after every game you could do player profiles.
Then send to say the best coach ever.
And you read that, say, wow,
He knows
that's
his
the
own.
coach.
Wow. Oh, but I not tell you. But I tell you people.
Yeah.
Say, ask them Sakam. Where he doing presentation, handing over what went wrong and when they give.
Almost
They take.
done.
It
They
takes.
say you will come back. I mean, they say you will come
I
back.
think give them way they read it and they say, wow.
You know that.
He
You know
knows our problems. I think we should reappoint him.
Give him the job again.
Because the way he knows our problems, he's the only one who can fix it.
Hey, Otto stick.
You know, some of us, to be fair, I call it the privilege of a journalist. Some of us are privy to information that obviously, like, we don't always share.
Yep.
But sometimes I think sometimes it's important to share some of it so people can appreciate where certain things stand. So you see Marvin Sanaya, for example. We know that the boy's mother is Ghanaian. His father is full-blooded Togolese, a former Togo international.
True.
From the very beginning, the boy had always seen and considered himself Togolese. You know how our society is very patrilineal.
Yeah, patrilineal,
in that
obviously,
sense.
yeah.
Exactly. So not once did he even think about like playing for Ghana or whatever. And so around the time when Otto said, when he insisted on playing Kelebianchi the whole time and, Tariq Lamptey, Ali Tsedu wasn't in good form, and they started the search for right back, that was when Marvin Sanaya was proposed and mentioned to the FA. In Otto's scouting notes whatsoever, he wasn't there because he never considered him Ghanaian. So it was never... Like, he was never part of
It wasn't an option to look at.
So, thank you. It wasn't an option at all. And so it was suggested to the GFA president, Ket, who, in a conversation with the Togolese FA president, mentioned to him that they had a right back in France that they were trying to call him to the Togo national team. And that is got one parent who is Ghanaian, the mother. Getino said, wow, really?
The Togolese FA president was the one who told Kent.
Yes. But he said it in jest. He didn't know that
they were having a chat. Where he just mentioned, but I don't know,
they say they look for right back.
Yeah.
But he didn't, at the time, when the Togolese FA president mentioned, he didn't mention it in a way to suggest that Ket should call him.
Yeah.
He mentioned it to suggest that, we have
This
a
one,
right
a right
back.
back.
But the boy,
Let them get it right.
his mother is Ghanaian, but he don't get him.
Ket was saying that they are looking for a right back.
Yes.
To the Togolese president.
Was
And the
knocking him.
Togolese, the Togolese guy was saying that, we have a right back in France. We are going to call.
he had a
people
right
will get some.
back. He's one of
His mother is,
his mother is Ghanaian. That's when Ketino said, wow, his mother is Ghanaian.
Also, Ket did a coup.
Yeah.
Yes.
Charlie, so
And,
Ket scored there.
so that was also the first time Togo 2 were calling him up. So they
Then when you call him,
him. So it was so Ket went to have a conversation
Right.
with the player. And the player expressed interest in playing for Ghana.
Wait.
But the Togolese assumed naturally that
That he would
was
come,
Togolese
obviously.
He would come. So
Had he played in the youth team?
No.
Okay.
I think he was born in France.
Right.
In that sense.
Of course, yeah.
So, because the father, after he played,
Yeah.
settled there. Met a Ghanaian woman.
Quick.
Thank you. So, this is what happened. So, you see, Togo named him.
Before cleanse your mind, though.
Yeah.
Everything sex, then
Then the roots.
What I do?
Charlie,
you see, you pocket, fan talk, he met a guy. What that?
I mean, somebody here.
I didn't shock.
How you hear me look in this direction?
You don't be there. You know.
You didn't look in the direction and laugh. Charlie, there's VAR. What do they do? VAR. VAR do. Everybody they see you.
Anyway, so bottom line being that when Togo called him and we also called him, so that was the time when both countries named
They called him
squad.
first. They named their team first.
Yes, they named their team, included him. Then we also named our team and included him. That was after. And the reason we included him was because the FA had engaged him and he had told them that
He'll be here.
willing to come. So now, after Togo 2 named him, Ket called the Togolese FA president, who happened to be his friend, and told him,
They are very close. I mean, they were
very close. The West Africa. He said he was a Wafubi president for a long time. So
I met him when he was like.
and told him, you have options. We don't even have options at all. We had one that is injured. The other one is badly out of form. We are going to the World Cup. So please, he has agreed to come to us. Don't make a big fuss out of it. Just say he will come to us, and so just don't drag it. And he said, okay, whatever. So the boy, naturally, after giving the GFA his word, showed up to the Ghana camp, and Togo 2 just let it go.
Yeah.
Was a nice touch.
So when the boy came,
They are not serious. For us, it was nice, but they are not serious. But it's okay.
So
Well, what you go do?
So
If you be Ghanaian way, the rules change. When a GFA president, they tell them say they can have him.
No.
I go vex.
but the point is that also the boy too has seen that World Cup.
No, you don't get my point. I'm saying that.
World Cup. We are Ghana.
I'm saying that we are Ghana. If Ghana didn't go to the World Cup and Nigeria went to the World Cup,
That one be different. Ghana, Nigeria,
Togo,
footballing wise.
the same Cote d'Ivoire, went to the.
That was a similar level.
safe.
But we then Togo.
We then Togo.
No, and I want another country that's better than us. Morocco,
No, Morocco is not better than us.
Egypt.
No, go outside the continent. We are Ghana.
No. On the continent, Egypt are better.
No, but they are not better than
They are
us.
better. They've won more
Egypt are
AFCON.
not better than us.
They've won more AFCON. You know, they've won more than you've won.
Argentina.
They don't have our global pedigree.
Argentina.
No, but even in Egypt, no, we did it. We did the World Cup. They did it.
They are sure. They are better than them.
But I'm just saying that if it was if it was Ghana, let me just use Egypt, and then there was an Egyptian who could play for Ghana, an Egyptian Ghanaian who could play for Ghana, also play for Egypt, and I get to hear that our GFA president almost agreed that the Ghanaian should go because. Do you know tomorrow?
That's why I should not have told this story.
No. But in this context, it's a good story for the GFA president because the table flipped.
The Togolese go here.
What them?
Oh, but what
No, Sicho is saying that he's not serious. Now they hear the story.
But he's not serious. They can play.
The Togolese, they don't go vex.
There is not much.
But they understand.
The
They'll be happy
Togolese
for
will
this.
go vex. No, you see, you put
They don't watch the porn.
They don't watch, but
Wait.
Wait.
The Togolese FA president, nothing he go fit do about it. When Ket spoke to Senaya, what did Senaya say? I'll play for Ghana. It's not like Senaya, I'm confused. Let me go and ask the Togolese. He wanted to come home.
Oh, yeah, straight up.
All Ket did was for friendship basis. So the conversation he had is out of respect. It has nothing to do with this thing. They don't go feel vex. He didn't need permission. But because of relationship, Charlie, I know you mentioned this, but I go pass your back where I go take your player. So also,
Yeah, right.
So bottom line, all I'm trying to say is that the FA did their part.
This is the
trying
influence we
to
want.
find a solution to the whole right.
That's it.
So this was leading to the point I'm making, and it stemmed from when you said Otto Ahayen. So the FA people were left looking very foolish.
when
When
he
you said
didn't
you
play.
didn't have it right back.
Not just what he said.
When he didn't
he
play
brought him and didn't play him.
No. What is worse is saying that
We
if you
don't
don't
have.
play him, it's an option. The coach can decide not to play him. But when you make a statement that suggests that you don't even consider him as an option, that is more stupid.
When the boy is in camp.
When the boy is in camp, the boy is there. You say
So the FA people were very upset.
they should be.
I
And
won't
look at
lie.
Kano, you need to know.
So listen, and this scenario, you see, and this is what people don't know. there's another layer of the story. That layer is Caleb. He doesn't talk much, but he also didn't like playing at right back.
Oh, no,
now would you like it?
Nobody did.
You know they sit up.
They started the floor.
Hey, you know they sit
The
up.
guy that
You know they sit up. But
control.
because we dey like and we dey talk say, oh, if you go to
So listen to the levels of conversation. So they've gone to tell Senaya that there is a spot for you in the team. We have friendly matches. You come, you play.
Yeah.
We'll see how
and justify
it
yourself.
goes. Good. They've told Caleb, right back, you don't worry. We are finding a right back. It will allow you to now play in your natural position. You can give your best in the team. So he too was looking forward
The position in midfield. That's why when he scored the goal, no, he was telling Bosba, oh, Sabi catch a ready. Oh, you didn't hear. When you're a commentator, when you're a commentator and you wear your headset, you hear more. I was already commenting on the game.
What do you say? I heard something, but I was not too sure.
Hey, Minia, Sabi catch a ready. You both 50 years. Hey, Raddy. And Mosba was like, hey, Raddy, I said, oh, you put on here. Oh, you put on commentators. Oh,
We are not commentators.
So listen, in those two friendly matches, Otto managed to piss off the FA officials.
Piss off
disappointed.
Piss off Senaya. Piss off Caleb.
And piss all of us off.
Yes.
And piss us all off. Piss us all off.
Do you know that? Let me even tell you people this, and the pod people sometimes I may say. So look, we criticize the FA people a lot.
Yeah.
But there are things behind the scenes that a lot of people. The day I had a conversation in Austria when I mentioned the right back issue came up, when they were talking about like how they were not happy that he didn't
was using
give
the
the boy a minute. They want to see.
Yeah.
It's a friendly game.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Because after that moment, there's no other time to actually tell the boy before
What do you have to lose?
Yeah.
Play him. And so right back, somebody said, oh, the people said we have right back. So I said, oh, last time we did the show, some people sent a comment and someone listed like 12 right backs. You know that the FA official asked me to find it and send it to him. You want to look at the list and see which one they haven't engaged already. That maybe
No, but that was Sadari. That was the one with the Leroy Usu and Co.
Yeah.
That one I know
Do you know?
No, that's what I'm saying. But I'm saying that the eagerness and willingness.
They knew the problem. They were desperate.
That's what they kind of Derek Hunt thing a few years ago.
Yeah.
You see in your interview, he now came to see it.
Yes.
Look, I'm saying that you can criticize some people, but let's not assume the position that they are stupid.
Yeah,
and they don't know what they are about.
Exactly.
In fact,
Sometimes they are trying. It's just not happening.
Yeah.
But it's not the results that.
For example,
Con said he is the one who wasn't ready.
Yes. Yeah.
He said it.
He said it in the interview.
He wasn't
They said
ready.
it wasn't one. But
It's
they were
not like they
trying.
didn't
And
engage.
until
Like-
such a thing comes out, nobody
even
knows
Inaki,
the efforts that has gone
before
into
Inaki
it.
came to play for Ghana, and he has said you didn't feel Ghana. Do you know the GFA president had to go to Inaki?
This story.
And so when they were sent the location, when he went to Spain and he was sent
He
the
was
location,
walking around the Basque country
Looking
like a
for-
vagabond.
he sent the location. The driver, so the location that he pinned in, the driver took him there, and the driver moved because after that he'll get another cab and then he'll go back to his base, which was like a 3-hour drive. So the cab stops. He gets down, not knowing the location he punched. It's a wrong one. Now for 2 hours, 30 minutes to 3 hours.
Yeah.
He's walking around looking for the exact, because Inaki had booked a whole restaurant
For them.
for them. So there was nobody there.
nobody
was
was
go
there.
there. For the
But
meeting,
they
go there.
took him to a different place.
They took him to a
and he
different
had no
place.
phone number.
And he had no internet. So then he had to start asking people. It took him close to 3 hours.
To find the place.
And he was walking.
Fair to Inaki, he also waited.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was walking before eventually got to the place. He went and like, oh, Mr. You're waiting for you. He's here. And then he went to have a one-on-one meeting with him before the boy then agreed that, okay, he would play for them. So they have their own problems, which
that's
all of
what
us,
they- yeah.
which we are all honest about.
They have their own
but
problems.
they also sometimes go the extra mile
You should tell the Salisu story too.
Yeah.
No, even before the Salisu
Yeah.
story. Say,
Before Salisu.
the Derek Hunt story. I was telling somebody that if me, I manage Babarama and Babarama is not doing well, if I don't have the Black Stars at heart small, why will I be actively looking for somebody
Who's
who
better
will come
than
and compete with Babarama
Who can be better than him?
and could be better than him?
There's a story of the GFA president and Prince from Dreams FC, Alhaji Krusa. They went to Salisu's mother's house.
Yeah.
In Kumasi, was it Kumasi?
To knock on the door. They wanted to come and beg her to tell her son to play for Ghana.
Yeah.
That's why me, every day if I come here, Salisu know if you put your foot wrong,
matter vex you.
But he had his reasons. And you know his reasons. It's not like he
Brother.
did, don't call me, leave me alone. He had his reasons.
The woman is in the house. They are in the compound. They knocked. Knocked. She's there.
Yeah, no
She said she will not come. She will not come and sit there unless she get up and go. They are sitting there, bench. GFA president, Dreams FC managing director, Alhaji Krusa. 2 hours, a woman will come out of the room to come and talk to them. They want to talk to her, convince her son to play for Ghana. Play for Ghana. Eventually, we know that Salisu, once he made up his mind, came to play for Ghana. We know that we can't call his commitment to question after
No, he
that.
has been.
Because he has served, he's been very, very good. But even the only reason he got his playing time back at club level this year was because of the national team.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't playing.
He wasn't playing at the start.
Then he came for a couple of national team call-outs and
did
balled
well.
out, went back and had back-to-back man of the match
Went
performances
back with the clean sheets.
In the Champions League.
in the Champions League.
Went back with a
Clean sheets.
Clean
Clean sheets.
Yes.
It was two
Back to
games.
back.
Clean sheets.
And he scored.
So
He scored the header. That was the start of the corner kick.
yes. So now I say it again. National team, it comes with its own benefits. And we should
Then
why?
2-1, yeah.
Charlie,
Like they score France.
Cote d'Ivoire scores France 2-1.
this be France in my send-off game. Oh.
But you know why?
Oh, now if you find a send of game, where if you go to Dubai?
Where Cote d'Ivoire they shoot them to?
Oh, they don't go lose the match. They don't go lose the match.
Amad Diallo.
Yeah. Sweet Fanta Diallo.
Ow, I know if you forget you.
Hey.
Ebezina.
So,
But look,
for
friends,
our FA
But Fend be
officials,
very foolish boy.
right?
So they were calling Salisu to come and do what? Play for Ghana. To come and sacrifice for Ghana or to come and have a privilege of play for
Come and
Ghana.
help us. Sometimes you're doing back-to-back AFCONs, group
So
stage,
play for Ghana is a privilege, not a sacrifice.
Is that what?
You know, Sissy, the guy in the corner.
I don't see that play. I don't go. Mama, I don't go there.
Hey!
I was too slow.
Challenge me
I was
so.
too slow. I was too slow. I was too slow.
See, friends, while we're on that topic, let me take this advantage to always say that that's Salisu episode. And I would always say,
I always shouldn't suffer like that to get
I
someone
always
to play
say,
for Ghana.
I never agree with that kind of behavior.
Me too. Me and you did the
Because
same corner.
We
No,
see,
the
we
person
can
had
together
his
we can
reasons.
together admit that mistakes were made. But I'm saying that I don't believe we should always put decisions like that tied to individual mistakes. Because if we say that we want a perfect administration where everyone who comes only comes because they were treated with the best of respects and courtesies, there are very few players who will play for our national team.
It's true.
Me, I am wedded to my country, Ghana. I will dislike the coach. I will dislike the way he's coaching. But the moment I hear that national anthem, that's the team I'm supporting. And I would never agree with anyone who withholds their services from us, where they are fit and where playing for us will come at no cost to them. But they decide that because of something that happened, we can join you in condemning the behavior. Call it reprehensible. Ask for reforms to happen. Call out the system that makes coaches take advantage of youth players or managers or administrators at the GFA take advantage of players and influence elections. Those conversations can be had separately. But I will never get to the point where I look at a certain conduct and say that as for this one, I agree with your decision not to play for us. Because, Charlie, countries like us, I was talking about the Will Scotland situation to someone. We are like them. in terms of how England treats them and how players choose England over them. When it comes to players who are born outside, 9 out of 10 times, they will pick those countries over us.
Yeah.
So the boys who actually grew up here, no, Charlie, show us some small love.
I get your point, but you see, sometimes too, the particular story of the individual can also shock you.
Yes.
If I'm not saying that's the story. If, for example, my mom had to sell her only TV and her clothes so that I could bust myself to maybe pram. I'm just using an example.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody knew I was deserving, but the coach then was telling me that I have to pay a certain amount of money, which nobody could do for me
At that time.
and that could have shattered my dream. And from that point, I was so low that somebody had to manage to bring my morale back up and get me to go and play. Don't expect that for everybody.
It will be easy.
It will be easy
to just get
back
I
into
get
the
that.
system.
No, it doesn't work like that.
So we have to also look at the cases.
Tishu, I get that.
you. I
But
think
at
his point was that
at a certain
that
point,
individual
let it go.
experience.
Yes, so that point, the point
You
let
see
it
this
go.
one?
We can't determine when.
No, you see this one.
Thank you.
We can't determine when
That's
to
the
let
thing.
it go.
Well, I understand.
You
The
can't
fact
offend
that
somebody.
now I'm balling.
Yeah.
I have to let it go and come and play because
No,
I'm
not
balling.
necessarily. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that when it gets to a certain point, the story that Fence just explained, it wasn't the first attempt to.
Yes, because he wasn't ready.
But
Still.
you don't determine when.
Yes,
the
I get
person-
that, but I'm saying that. You see, sometimes even how you say the no matters.
He didn't speak publicly.
Charlie- Oh, but
No,
he
he
said
never
things,
spoke public. That one, they're good for him.
yes, but he said things to a large Gruza, which he later came to tell us.
And Alaji Guza.
Alaji.
Alaji do.
Alaji, they don't get
Alaji there.
Alaji do.
Alaji there. If you
Look
look
at
at
those
it, yeah, you slap.
He said the way insult her.
No, so like what Achu saying,
go talk.
for the Ghanaian football fan, the position Achu speaks of is obviously you don't know the inside story. You don't know. So for you, Ghanaian way say no go ball for read, you come out for there. But the person who went through it, the person might Charlie. People hurt people and their lives could have been done.
Look, and see, we all love our country, but some of the systems that are in place would force you not to want to service or render service to the country. Look, for example, the statement you made, if a doctor hears it and he has an opportunity of choosing a private hospital over a government hospital where he will work 9 months without, of course you choose a private. But it doesn't mean he doesn't love Ghana. Do you understand? So there are certain things, if we fix the system and it is fair,
And then you come and show up that attitude. Then it
yes.
was like, you are just not
But
good
if
enough at
things
that
have
level.
happened
So-
to these boys at youth level, where, as you said, some of them, if not for God, if not for destiny,
And so now
like
people
by
are
now-
suffering.
yes,
People are done.
they are done.
People are
Their
done.
dreams are done.
They see their mates who are done.
Who are done?
The same
Yeah.
thing.
I get
So
it.
then they
I
have
think-
every right
Right to have those reservations.
to have their
I
reservation.
think-
When they are ready, they can come back.
I think you guys have a point. You also have to understand where Achi is coming from. I think Achi is trying to.
I understand.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
have
I get
to-
it.
We on the
Alright,
same
then
page.
in that case, we can move
It's
on.
just the viewpoint.
Yeah.
There are different viewpoints to it.
I know.
The players' viewpoint and the fans'
I get
viewpoint.
both
The
of
media's
you. Yeah,
viewpoint.
I get both of
Yeah.
you. I think Achi is essentially saying that he's not against you maybe deciding you won't play, but you shouldn't.
Sometimes
you
make me
shouldn't
stretch out.
the team.
If you the beg, go on,
At some point, it's
For-
for
yeah,
say-
But at some point, he came back. At some point, he came back. And to be fair to him, as Fenta said, he came
when he
yes, he
came back.
came
We've
the
seen
World
it.
Cup, but
Yeah.
he's been with us.
He's been
No,
with us.
he's been. You can't question his.
He's come to the camp when he's been half fit. He's
Oh,
played
you
through
can't
pain and
question his
injury
commitment.
and stuff. So,
So I'm actually gutted that Salisu is not going to the
yeah,
World
big
Cup.
blow, big blow.
A really, really good player.
He started training
When he
off.
forced at the
Yeah, he
started
has.
training.
He
You've
has.
seen Tariq too on grass.
Yeah, I
Which is
saw.
good. I hope he gets
Hopefully at the start of the season.
Sorry,
then
yeah.
that reminds me.
That remembers me, you know.
That remembers me. You the guy Ghana, South Korea.
Yeah,
The one way we lead 2-0 way,
yeah.
where we come 2-2.
3-2, no.
The 3-2.
Oh, babe.
Just to support what Citro said.
Down that side, the crosses we.
If we
they
like
come-
you, if you like you, we like you.
any other player, we will
If you
kill
don't-
him. You know, say the
We had
header.
possession, no, not
Yeah.
the header safe.
No,
the first goal.
Yeah, no, even both goals.
He
come
get
from
the
that
ball,
side.
where he try
Where
to
it's slack.
dribble.
Where
Where
it's
them
slack.
collect
Nobody
for where them
talk.
cross. Nobody
Where
talk. People
the-
know the Kai safe. The thing they talk safe. You people know the
know the
Kai
Kai-
safe.
you
You
know
know
the Kai
the Kai
Kai-
safe.
you know the Kai-
You know the Kai safe.
And the
But
header
Baba
way-
Portugal with the
and
kind
the
of
Kai,
thing.
You know,
but I know
the
the Kai
header
say
way-
give assist for the game.
You kind of header, but they can't give assists. Is the reason why he played
Yeah.
against Germany. No, yeah. The header way the guy head we jump over
I mean,
Gideon Mensah.
Gideon is stand there.
Gideon even jump.
You don't jump say.
If he jumps, the player doesn't probably
Yeah.
get the ball, but under the radar. It be normal.
It be normal.
Yeah, Ghana. Charlie, very close.
All right, guys. So that's the Blast House
No, for,
conversation.
Charlie, the guy and we are Ghana. We end the podcast.
Okay, guys. We are Ghana.
Yo.
Guys, I think next Monday we'll come here.
Next Monday. We know we'll come here
Said
any next
Wednesday.
Monday.
Wow.
We know we'll come here any next
Wow. The World Cup starts on Thursday.
Thursday.
But guys,
We're looking at you one
we'll
more
give you
recording for
we'll
the
give you
World
one
Cup preview.
World Cup preview
Yeah.
video.
Charlie, Iraq drop last spin too.
Anyway, guys, we'll see you again next week.
Charlie, you come
Like,
with the pretty
subscribe,
third
come to
place, no, then
Betway.
the fourth.
And stay safe, guys. Cheers.